Oh my God!
As soon as we went to break, Ricky walked in. So we've been having a fucking blast during the break talking.
Yeah, it's already begun.
Sorry, I've seen it before Christ killing.
Well, Rich, right.
Rich, you can't just
Rich
finish
Moss
it.
said he loves to show the killing, and I said the original version or the American. He went American, like there isn't. Like that's the original. Like denying there was another version.
Of course.
No,
Yeah.
I never denied it. I said I just didn't see it or do research.
No,
about
'cause
it.
he said-
I'm satisfied. Shut up. Don't fucking just jump in and take his
But
side.
Ricky's
He's right on
though.
this
This
one.
is
He
a
is right
typical
on
He is
example.
probably right.
Typical
He
example
is probably right.
of American
Okay.
exceptionalism. You think that we've started everything.
That's
it's
true.
really an ugly view.
No,
It is true.
We didn't start.
Do you
World
like the
War I
fact
or
that he
II.
stole the office from Carell too?
Yeah.
Well, it's lovely to be here.
Well, welcome, Ricky Gervais.
What are we talking about today? What's the world outraged at? What are we doing? What's going on?
I feel like everybody's still kind of hungover from Michael Jackson and R. Kelly week.
Yeah. Oh, there's a new R. We didn't say this. There was a new R. Kelly
new R.
tape.
Kelly PP tape.
Allegedly been found on some guy had like a tape of VH1 Sports Moments or something, and there was like R. Kelly. He said he was having sex with an underage person on it. He just turned it over to prosecutors in Pennsylvania.
What a snitch.
I want to know why he was watching VH1 sports moments. Like, why was he watching these?
Snitched on himself. You can't even snitch on you. Not in this prison. You don't even snitch on yourself. Yeah.
It was some guy. He had a tape, and I guess he got it from a friend, and he said R. Kelly is on. Like it was like one of those ones they probably put stuff.
Right, they taped over, and it wasn't labeled, and then all of a sudden they put it in the VCR, and there's a scene with R. Kelly pissing on another girl.
Is that what it was?
That's what I'm assuming. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Gloria Allred has taken up the case.
Get out of here.
That's right.
She's trying to get some fucking media attention.
It's weird,
she never
isn't it?
does that.
She tries to stay off camera usually, but this time she's jumping on camera. R. Kelly, he
is finished.
He has made such a stir.
Why are we even talking about R. Kelly? Wasn't he finished anyway?
He should have been, yeah, but people kept working with him.
No, but I mean, apart from that, but why are we still even talking? Even if he hadn't done all that, we wouldn't be. He's not around, is he? He's not gigging,
relevant.
and he's not.
Yeah, he still does gigs.
Does he?
They just canceled. He had one booked in Germany. They had to move it to a bigger venue. This is after the documentary.
Really?
Yeah, and then they moved to a bigger venue, but then I guess another allegation came out, and then they finally just went.
Well,
And he
now
got
you're
arrested.
talking about the original. You're talking about the American R. Kelly, not the Scandinavian.
Yeah, I'm talking about the singer, not the fat one that we're friends with.
Yes. He molests fucking buffets.
Yeah. Afterlife is really good, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, it's
really
really
liked
great.
it.
Yeah,
Cheers.
yeah. It's on Netflix now.
Ball 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gone down a storm. I've never had a reaction like it really, but that's because it's the days of Twitter. So I don't know what it would have been like.
Well, the reaction is good, though, right?
It's mad. It's insane. But I think that's a reflection of the fact that they just send an email and 140 million people get it in their inbox.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just the model of Netflix is crazy. There's
It
never
really
been
is.
anything like it.
And it's just like, oh, there's a new Ricky Gervais thing. I don't know what this is, but I have it.
Yeah,
I'll just watch
and
it.
It's it's like going to Google. You can't not see Google once a day.
Right.
It's like that.
Right.
It's on for the first. Yeah. So it's been great. Oh, cheers. Thank you very much. Yeah.
And it's about a guy named Tony whose wife has passed away, and you're pretty suicidal. I don't know how much of it you want to give away, but you're
yeah.
suicidal.
No, it hits the ground running. So yeah, you see a video of her saying and she's obviously going through chemotherapy, and said if you're and she knows it's terminal. And she says, if you're watching this, I'm not around anymore. Sounds funny so far, right?
Yeah. The laugh track you didn't need in it, but still.
It's my fantasy.
Yeah, great. Anyway, she says, I couldn't say this to your face. You was embarrassed about how lovely you are. And then she leaves a guide for life, and it's really sort of mundane, like take the bins out on a Tuesday and all that. And then you see that he's depressed and he's going to kill himself, but the dog's hungry, and he lives long enough to say, right, okay, I'm going to carry on for a while, but I'm going to say and do exactly what I want. He tries to become a psychopath so it doesn't hurt him anymore. And it's one last adventure, saying what he wants, and then he can always kill himself. He treats it like a superpower. And that's the setup. That's the concept.
But it really
But
is.
it is really funny.
Hilarious.
It
Yeah,
is
it's very funny.
It's
Pour
really
out.
dark, but really funny.
You call a kid a fat ginger cunt.
Yeah.
It made me laugh out loud.
Yeah,
That was
'cause
really
he's called
great.
me a pedo. And
Yeah.
I say I'm not a pedo, and if I was, you'd be safe, you tubby little ginger cunt.
But I love that scene because like it's this scene where you're walking past a school and some kid says pedo, and you think it's going to be like, wacky sitcom thing.
Yeah.
I'm not a pedo, and all the kids start, and instead you just call him a tubby ginger cunt. And it's like, that's it.
Because he doesn't care anymore. So there's lots of that, but obviously it develops. It's not just me going around saying cunt.
Yeah.
I do that on here. But it's just,
You just came up with a creative hook of a show so you could call kids cunts.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's really what the show is. It's on Netflix.
All you have to do is write it for like 14 months, then cast it, and you get the chance to say the C word. Imagine if that was my motivation.
Yeah.
All that effort just to say that.
Was the kid there when you shot that reversal or no?
No, he wasn't. No, I went. Hubba 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 hubba, and everyone laughed, of course. But I think the kid's seen it, and his mum defended it on Twitter. On the Celebrity Crawl, said he had the loveliest day. He wasn't even there. Again, fake outrage.
Oh, they were outraged about that?
Of course.
Well, they watched something.
But a few of them were. It's like half a dozen people, and then a paper picks it up and says, so-and-so said a thing, and people are outraged. No, 0.0001% of people are outraged. The rest of us couldn't give a fuck, and we wouldn't even know about it if you hadn't found 2 tweets and put it in your paper as a headline. It just gets in the way. It's nonsense.
It is nonsense.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're as high profile as you are, and you still say the stuff you say, and you still defend it the way you do is great. It's really great.
I'm asking for it, aren't I?
No, but it's funny. It's like you're still being
it just
funny.
doesn't matter in the end. At the end, but I think this is why things don't get on telly, because people try and do something quite brave and innovative, and then they get scared, or the broadcast said that we get complaints, right? It's nothing to do with the morality of the piece. It's do we have to write letters?
Right.
And I'll go, fuck that. And also, most people can take it. And so what if they do complain? Who gives a fuck? It doesn't mean they're right.
Yeah.
I've never had a complaint upheld.
It really is amazing.
Sometimes the complaints will be false.
That was in the English version of Steve Carell's The Office.
But also, too, Netflix doesn't have to worry about fucking sponsors and boycotting them.
That's
and
no.
fucking running out.
They were even tweeting swearing. And they were getting stick for people saying, this is an official tweet. How dare you swear?
They don't care, though.
My children follows this, Well, look, be careful what your children are doing then. It's your responsibility. We've got to look out for your children. No, we haven't.
Well, Trump just said bullshit during a fucking speech, too.
He did.
So he said bullshit.
In the things he's done, that's 10,000th worst thing he's done, isn't it? That
Our
is
president
10,000.
curses? Did you know?
Exactly, yeah.
Trump curses? No.
As he's grabbing.
It's like outrage culture. Once you realise it doesn't do anything, it doesn't matter. You can ignore it. You don't get outraged by the outrage anymore.
Does it affect you less than it did, say, 3 years ago?
Yeah. Oh God, much less. Well, I went through a thing of thinking this is unfair. They've ruined it.
Right.
They've ruined it. That's not true. They've lied. They've ruined it. Then you realise that it doesn't matter. It didn't make a difference.
Right.
No one's reading their newspaper. But most people have got more Twitter followers than people read newspapers. Right?
Yeah.
Then you embrace it and monetize it. Like I tell trolls, their tweet made me $250,000 because it was 3 minutes of a show that I tell them. So cheers, and then you're over it. And you shouldn't look either way. You shouldn't praise it. You shouldn't you should ignore it.
And it almost becomes good for branding when the outrage starts to come in. It's like, good. This is what we were waiting for.
When I say you have to actually do something bad, illegal in public to be in trouble. When a comedian says in trouble for saying a thing, that puts ticket sales up because there's some people going, oh, at least he said a thing. Some comedians don't fucking say anything.
No one's ever not come to see a comedian because, well, he's used his offensive language.
I know, yeah.
Never heard ticket sales.
I was in Vegas and I followed.
Oh, here we go.
I followed. I followed fucking Ron Jeremy. He went on stage. He's doing comedy now. Unwatchable. So he comes out.
I have a better Ron Jeremy.
His early work.
Exactly. He would have been better off just pulling his dick out and waving.
Yeah,
but anyhow, I said a joke about him after he got off. There was a porn star in the audience. I offended a porn. He was backstage complaining about my joke.
Wow.
Fucking triple anal. was mad at something I fucking said.
Well,
you know,
it's like the thing. It's like the thing that recently, a couple of weeks ago, when John Wayne was cancelled 40 years after his death for an interview.
Oh my God!
In Playboy, Playboy magazine.
And you're going. I couldn't believe in the '70s
It was
when
a racist.
John Wayne was old. He was a racist. Not John Wayne.
I know exactly.
The guy in the cowboy hat? No. It wasn't him.
But also, he did say some horrendous things, and but it wasn't like they unearthed it. It went out.
He said it
48
publicly.
years ago, right?
Yeah.
It was out. It's been there
Published.
forever, right? Published. But the main thing is, what are we to do about it? He's dead. They want to go to those people who are outraged. You've won. He's dead.
He died.
You've got your way.
Right.
What the worst punishment for a racist is to die. Well done. You've won.
He's no longer around.
Exactly.
They want to change the name of the airport. That's why. That's what it all came up because John Wayne Airport. Is that Burbank?
I'm not sure, but I did read
John
the
Wayne
story.
Airport,
They want
but
to
they want to
change
change
John
the
Wayne
name.
Airport.
I saw that we have that as well. We have outrage. I mean, you had it here with taking down the Confederate statues, and I think that you should just tell the truth. So leave up the statue and say, "Great general, bit racist," or inventor of the fork, kiddie fiddler.
Right.
You know, put it on the statue.
Throw a semicolon on there
Everything
somewhere.
you learned, you add it to the statue.
Yeah, like an asterisk, like the Hall of Fame for steroid users.
Yeah.
almost good cars, anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So Ron Jeremy was not good on stage. I like Ron.
Have you met Ron before?
He went on stage.
Did you have any experiences with him?
He fucked a girl while she put my penis in her mouth.
Did you know that, Ricky?
You see. Okay. So yeah. Okay.
Did you know?
But no, I didn't know that.
was really nice.
And you know what? I shouldn't.
Yeah.
I
Did you
still
want to know?
shouldn't know that happened.
Do you want to see
Right.
the picture?
No. I
His
shouldn't know
penis
that happened.
was in one side, and Ron Jeremy was in the other
but
side.
Imagine this is a normal job, right? And you went to work and you
Right.
sat next to someone and go, "Good weekend." Yeah. You know Ron Jeremy? I don't know. Well, anyway, he's a little fat guy, and he fucked a girl while she. What was it?
She put my penis in her mouth.
Oh. Anyway, there's a meeting at 10.
This is our job. This is our place of
Yeah.
business. Yeah.
They would love that story in an office.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No, I think
How
that.
could you get hard looking at Ron at the same time?
Well, it was difficult. It was more the situation.
I'm rarely shocked.
You don't think that you could get hard in that
Well, the
situation,
shit's-
Ricky?
no, the problem is
I
that-
don't think I'd be in this situation ever. No, take that. Take it off.
There
It's
it is.
blocked. Her
Take
face
it
is
off.
blocked.
But there it is. See, it says blocked. Her face is
Take-
blocked with a
take it
sign
off.
that says
You
"Lucky
guys
Girl"
look
on
like
it.
two fat bookends.
Well, we were. That was in
Right, you've ruined it.
that was on Comedy
You've ruined,
Central.
You've ruined it. Let's talk about something else.
What do you
can't
mean?
believe-
This is like, if
Good stuff.
If you have like a
I don't
comic
mind-
hero and you
No,
get to perform with
but
them,
I
this
don't
is
mi-
Jim's.
I don't mind hearing the stories because
Right.
that's left up to my imagination.
That's
but
what
I don't want to be there.
Oh,
In
know
all
what I mean?
honesty, the fact that I'm looking down like that is uncomfortable. It's not a
is.
good look.
I'm not.
It
Gonna,
is.
I'm not looking.
It's like
anymore.
clenching his teeth a little
I don't
bit.
even want to look at the real Jim now. The original Jim.
Yeah.
The original Jim.
Did you ever call you daddy or anything like that?
Did she call
Don't
me?
encourage him.
I
Why
just
are you
because I never knew
encouraging?
that
Where was it
part.
at?
I don't know. Maybe she did. I don't remember. Whatever I've said in the
Because
past
it looks
is true.
like with the clenching of the teeth, it's like, oh, call me daddy.
Was that the
you know?
AVNs?
that was
right?
the AVN's 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think she called me daddy.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, so that answers the question, Ricky.
But it's like you talk about it like it really is. It's like Coppola talking about. Do you remember filming that? Yeah, I remember it was a summer day, and I think Al was late that day.
well, look,
fuck's sake.
you've done a lot of great work. Jim has as well. I'm curious about both of you.
Mine was just not filmed. I mean,
Yeah.
It's like filming. It's like a diary of a serial killer. One of those people in the Outsider art that filmed every shit they ever had since the age of 8, and now it's a fucking book,
Right.
in an art gallery.
What were you eating here for this?
Yes,
meal?
yeah, exactly.
bit of the flu, I see.
Oh, corn.
Which is good looking?
So apart from
I was watching Afterlife. I had a question about it.
go on.
It felt like, obviously, this is something that you've thought about. So there's two things here. One was, the first thought I wonder if Ricky is more afraid of Jane dying or you dying. Like, first I go, oh, maybe he's
I'm
afraid.
selfish, so I want to go first.
You do.
and that's addressed.
You don't
in
want to
there.
deal with
No, I want to go first.
what
She
Tony
wants you
dealt
to,
with.
too.
And then Just the perfect relationship. It's going to work out really fine for both of us. It's such a mutual agreement.
we both like you dead
Yeah,
soon.
there's a line in there that Penelope Orton says about she'd rather live missing her husband than have him live, missing her. And that's a lovely thing. But I think most of us are selfish in that we want to go first.
Right,
So-
and not have to deal with everything.
In real life,
Yeah. You want to outlive your wife, do you?
I outlive my kids.
Okay, that's amazing. That's fucking amazing. That is fucking amazing.
They say no parent should have to bury their own children, but there is that feeling of accomplishment.
Which has a,
Listen, right, okay, right. How old are you?
I'm all about 61.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, you look good.
Thank
You should see him without his shirt
You're
on.
really good.
You're not an MRI, but I'll be 62 in June. But
Okay.
thank
And how
you.
old are your kids?
June is far.
11, 26, and 28. My
Okay.
26-year-old is getting married in May.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
who's
much
your
information.
favourite?
Huh?
Who's your favourite? Who do you want to die first? Out of your
Wait,
kids?
who's my favorite kid?
Yeah. Who do you want to die? And who do you want to die?
Like, which
first?
one would
none
you
of
wanna-
them. I love all my kids to death. I
Okay.
love them all.
Okay.
I love them all.
But you just
So
want
I-
them to
Yeah,
have a
I
really
want
good
them
life,
all
and
to
you
go at the same time, and I'm still there. I don't want to have to deal. I don't want to have to deal with that pain 3 times in a row. Let's just knock it out at once.
Yeah.
Boom, I'll go play golf. What the fuck? I want to get in an RV and take off without
It's
any
amazing.
fucking. No, all my kids. I love my. I got 3 girls.
Think of this show. You're paid to entertain people.
Yeah, and we
that's
fail.
That's what we come up with so far.
I hope
It's
my kids die.
unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Well done. And your wife, where do you want her to go in the mix? You want her to live long enough to look after them and then go just before you?
I really.
Thinking about it, really, honestly.
Yeah, it's important.
It's a
Really,
serious
honestly.
question.
Yeah.
My wife.
Yeah.
Listen, we're good friends now.
Yeah.
You don't want to see a good friend go.
No.
You don't want to.
A buddy.
And she's basically writes all the stuff. She's like my showrunner.
Right.
I can't.
She writes your stand-up as well, does she?
No, not my stand-up. No,
Right.
no,
She should.
No,
No one writes a stand-up.
you can't write where you going. Look. I love my. I don't want to get. She's.
I don't want you to
she's
get a sort of, too emotional.
No.
Yeah, it's been a lot this morning.
Yeah.
I know we already went over my website.
But you'd like for her to? Would you like for your wife to die before the kids or after the kids? Obviously, you're the last one.
because I don't want her to die before because I don't want to take care of my kids.
No.
So I want her
No,
to be
no,
around
very, very
until
smart.
my,
No, that's
till my-
every father's
till my-
worst nightmare.
when my 11-year-old turns 21. Bye, Bonnie. Then.
Yeah.
But I don't
Yeah.
want them to.
Well, that's
die.
lovely.
This
That's
is
lovely and honest. I
That's
love that.
Rich's website, and this is why we love Rich. Did you hear that, Sam? It says Corner Comedy Club Falls, Canada, and he put attentive.
Attentive.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
He meant to put tentative,
I see.
but he didn't know that.
I'm
the
not
word-
really big on spelling.
No, or subtitles. You only watch the American version of great drama from around the world, but you don't. You refuse. If you're being entertained, you refuse to have to read as well.
I watched Luther.
Is that subtitles?
Is that
That's
No,
English?
Is that British? That's
English.
Idris
Yeah.
Elba, right?
Yeah,
It's British. First of all, who
Jesus
adds?
Christ!
Who
I love
puts
the fact that he
tentative?
thinks English is a foreign language. Fuck me.
That's a fair question.
Jesus
puts-
No,
Christ!
I was hoping there was subtitles under you right now.
Ricky, when you're going on tour and you're trying to figure everything out, do you usually list the dates while they're still tentative?
No.
So
I know.
we get
No.
so distracted by the fact that he doesn't know the difference between attentive
First of all, you little
and tentative.
douchebag, you
Why
think-
would you list the tentative
That
dates
is
on your
true.
website?
just in case?
Okay, that's a good point.
I want people to be once it's confirmed, they're ready to buy.
I love
Oh,
that.
okay.
So hold on,
Prepare.
why isn't it even confirmed yet?
It is confirmed. It's just.
Well, how come you
weekend.
didn't put
Right.
that? You put attentive.
It
It's
says
still up
attentive.
there.
Listen, I got bigger things to worry about than my fucking dumb website. No
Yeah.
one's going to my website going.
You can stop right there.
Oh, Jesus.
I do enjoy that because it's really just the Google Calendars on the website that there's a print option.
I mean, that is
so
the
if
website.
anybody wants to print
that
out
isn't a
Rich's
website, is it?
No, it is not.
That looks like a computer
No, it is not.
program.
It
You know,
is.
when it goes
Go
weird
to-
into sort of, the dingbats.
Go to the
I
main
believe
page.
it was
Go to
created
the-
by GeoCities.
Go to the main page.
That is like a. That,
Do you have a lot of
that's
fans?
like an invoice. It looks like when you go to print out an invoice. It's the first time you're self-employed when you get one of those things that's
Yeah.
straight up the invoice. It just says.
But maybe that lady with the kid was right. Look at
Look
that.
at that picture.
I look handsome.
You do actually.
That's a good picture.
It's a
That is a good
template.
picture.
Yeah, it's a template website.
Sitting down.
I don't know, I didn't make the fucking.
You look
Nobody
like,
made
you
it.
look
It's
like
a
David
template.
Beckham's dad in that. That's great.
So, do you have fans that maybe come up and they'll print out the calendar and have you sign it? Like, is it a?
That's the difference. I have fans. Okay, I have fans. Yes, yes, they come up. Like when you're at a wrestling gig.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Oh yeah,
You knew the answer was probably
nice pictures.
yes.
Oh, there's a picture of us at the bottom right. That's nice. Your little picture section, bottom right. That's a nice me, you and Dave. That's a old picture.
Oh, look at
So
that.
this is like early MySpace.
Yeah, it is. He's got a top 8 on his website.
Hey, I got me and Don Rickles.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
cool. I
good.
wish it was recent.
Oh God.
So where you get Rich? What do you do? Do you constantly tour, or do you do specials like once?
tour. I did a special. We're trying. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I did it at a 12-step convention because I have 33 years sober. So
Right.
and no, they've never
Is
had
that true?
camera-
Is
Yeah,
that true?
Yeah.
yeah.
He was just
So,
hoping to
yeah.
get a little credit for it.
Yeah.
That's why he added
No,
it
I'm
in.
not trying to get
Doesn't
credit. I'm
deserve
saying
credit.
You
why
didn't
I
have to
did.
mention the number of
Yes,
years.
I did. I did.
Oh,
Because there's
I'm
people
sorry.
listening that need to hear a message, okay? Because you don't carry one. So what
Oh,
I'm
you're
trying
right.
to say
That's right.
here
What's
is,
the
Right.
message?
That's right.
What is the
you don't
message?
have to get high. If you want to stop, I was a fucking full-blown crack addict and I stopped.
Crack, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
Right.
Yeah.
So if
When
you
was that then? No, this is real. What year? What year is this?
33 years ago. Subtract.
Well, what year?
33, 80. Let's.
I know that he says it like I'm an idiot, and then he tries to actually do
He
the
doesn't
math.
know, and he can't do it.
He's got no fucking chance. There's no way he's going to come up with the right year first time.
19 years ago from 2000.
No, what was the last year?
Yeah.
What-
He's making it into equations now. It's just like
It's 86,
Oh,
you
no,
dope.
33 years. It was 86.
33
Yeah.
years? I think it's
33
86.
years.
Right. So what are you 62 now? So what? So you.
I was
19 years
28.
from
I was
2000.
28.
28.
The
Yeah.
last night
So
I got
why
high.
did you do that then? So you're living in New York. You're a comedian.
Jersey, yeah.
You're a comedian.
That,
I
my
think I was
favorite question. That's every audience says the same thing.
You're a comedian?
Yeah. So you,
I kill on stage.
So when you were a comedian.
Yes, I had maybe 2 or 3 years in. My last night, I knew I was going to rehab. I called this guy that books one-nighters,
But I want to know how it started.
How,
so,
like, the
so,
freebase?
so you'd been drinking and doing drugs from earlier than that.
Yeah, I started when I was like 15, yeah.
15.
Yeah.
Where were you born? Where'd you come from?
In Jersey.
So you're in Jersey. You're in bad. What are you in a bad neighborhood? Bad
Yes,
kids.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
right.
Divorced family, doing
Right.
everything as a kid for attention. It was always negative because,
Right,
as a
yeah.
kid from a divorced family, you feel you're not getting the attention you deserve.
Yeah.
So negative attention is better than none,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
So,
More and more so.
Yeah, so you fall into... You fall into the crowd where you feel a little better
So you dropped
than...
out. So were you at school? Or did you drop out of school?
I was in English class one day and I said, can I go to the bathroom? And I got the hall pass and I never came back.
You didn't finish
just kept
school?
walking.
That was third
That's a
grade.
shocker.
I quit. Yeah,
And this before drugs?
Yes.
and
No, I
you-
was getting high.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right.
And I
yeah.
started. I had a big business remodeling houses. I mean, when I was 20 or 21, I had 7, 8 guys working for me, remodeling houses. But
So it wasn't interfering then. You were just getting high, like
oh no, it
recreational.
interfered. No, interfered.
But you weren't an
'cause-
addict. You weren't.
No,
you weren't
I was.
being found
I was doing
in-
coke then. I was doing nuts. I wasn't smoking it. But once
So
I
you were
had
still
my business,
performing. You were still working.
yes,
Yeah.
as a contractor.
Getting away with it. Right. Okay.
Okay. But I would get my guys, I would set them up on the job. I go, okay, this is what you got to do. And then I would go to the park and lay in the sun because I was too fucked up from the night before, from partying. Just
Right.
partying, clubs.
Well, a lot of people do that from
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah.
I drink every night, but I don't let it interfere with my day. And the next
Yeah.
day. So, But so what was that then? That was drink, cocaine.
Yeah,
weed.
and then it progressed. Well, weed had started. Weed,
Yeah.
alcohol, partying, whatever, concerts, and you name it. And then...
and was the cocaine so you could stay up longer drinking and smoking, as opposed to you loved the feeling? It was just...
I just liked coke. It was good.
Right.
It was fun. But the freebase... See, the freebase didn't come till I started comedy. I was doing comedy 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't know who or what. But then I ended up with a couple of comics that also freebased, did crack or freebase. And
This
for
is incredible.
3 years or 2 or 3 years, I mean, we took a major star one time. We were doing a gig. He's a major star now. We were doing a gig, and we had to drop him off, and we said, hold on, we got to go make a stop first. So I went up to Harlem and bought freebase or crack, and he was a wreck. He was just some little white kid. And then we went to the Lower East Side, and the other comic bought heroin. So the other comics in the back seat shooting up, and the kid's like, fucking get me the fuck out of here. And he's a major star now.
Stop saying that.
Yeah.
Well, he is.
He's a major star.
Yeah, he is.
Who is he?
It's because you'll never hear that.
I know I won't. Who is he?
David Spade.
Okay.
We took him hostage.
Well, you gave that up.
I love it. I
You
just
gave
love
that
it.
up fast.
I love it. Discretion all the way. Who was it, David Spade?
He put it in his book, though. He put
okay, fine.
He just
Okay.
was saying it.
Yeah.
So then
Then
I
why
was
wouldn't you just say
smoking
David
Yeah,
freebase.
why would you say
Because
major
I told the
star?
story many times. Excuse me, comics are talking.
Topping.
Comics
are topping.
Comics are topping. Oh, you're wrong on both counts.
So hold on, I'm trying to go too fast.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to go too fast.
Okay.
You get
So-
time.
And then I knew I was going to die or end up in jail. And
Right.
So
Tell me when you take a hit of crack. It's a little rock,
yeah.
and you burn it, and you take it down. Do you smoke it?
Yeah,
right,
you inhale it.
Yeah, and then what? How long? And that's the best feeling in the world, is it?
Then
or is
what?
it
You
fucking...
want to fucking suck a dick or rob somebody for more?
Really?
I mean, you can't
Really?
stop.
So
'Cause it's the-
crack is like, so isn't it like 90% addictive on the first hit or something?
well, it's coke is not physically addictive.
no, but
Addiction, besides heroin, barbiturates,
yeah.
is it's the obsession and compulsion.
Well,
so
I heard that some street heroin is like less than 4%, so it's not physiologically addictive, but it's the paraphernalia, and yet they even placeboed some heroin addicts, and it worked.
It did.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
But does it help with the physical withdrawal? If, like, say you get a with placebo and you don't, and you
Well, the
physically
brain's
withdraw,
so
and you don't do it. Does it help it?
There's probably things happening. There's bits of you shut down, doesn't it? Like, you can only eat sugar because your stomach's screwed. I mean, there's probably things, and also not everyone takes the silly weak. Some of them just go bang. I want it in my neck now. So I mean, that's
You
the
never
problem.
tried any drugs?
I've never. Well, yeah, but I've never fucking done that sort of shit.
well,
yeah.
so anyhow, so once my last night I called this guy. I go, look, I'm going to rehab tomorrow. Give me a gig. So I got $60 then for a one nighter. I went to New York. Bought 4 vials, pack of cigarettes, smoked till sunup. Then my mother drove me to rehab, and I never picked up since.
That's amazing that you
That's
actually knew
amazing.
that and then went through with it. Like they said,
See, that
fuck
it
it,
only
like-
took one time.
Well, no,
That's
because when
amazing.
you're high, beforehand you want to do it, then you get high and you're like, fuck that, I'm not
Yeah.
going. But the fact that you
Yeah.
actually went.
Well, I knew I was going. I just wanted one last. I did that one time. I smoked an eighth of coke, and I went up to this rehab, and I had no idea. I go, I got to go into rehab. And then by the time they saw me, they go, do you have insurance? I go, no. And I came down already, so I left. But it was like, that only lasted
So
5 months.
You go in high. You go in high. Is
Not
that
all,
no,
well,
no.
you try to get your last high in.
Oh, is that
just
right? It is
yeah.
like a
Yeah, goodbye.
Stag,
It's
stag
it.
do for
Yeah.
for your heroin. Yeah, okay,
It's
great.
like,
Okay.
it's like how I kiss my
how did-
wife. Like,
How did you know you were going to die? Like, what made you go, like, I'm definitely going to die here?
well,
This is
because
out of
there's
control.
never a good ending to it.
No,
I mean, there's
well, the
never,
chances are you either
yeah.
give up or you die.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Well,
mean,
you
that's
gotta-
true. That's true of anything, but it's
You're gonna
you
go-
die too soon. Is what
You're going to go
say.
to
You die-
jail. Either you're going to go to jail, a nut.
How much were you doing?
As much. Well, I mean, I didn't have money then. I did as much as I could get.
Mhm.
Whenever I could get money. Or
And what
scam
happens
money.
when you go to jail? If you know,
Oh, I never been to jail.
No, but is that worse because it isn't a rehab type thing, and you can still get it, or is it what? I mean, that would
I
have
would
been,
imagine they could get.
that would have been a
every-
first. I mean, that's one of my worst fears, going to jail. It's
Yeah, me
still one
too.
of my, I've never, that and
That's
being
why I don't.
enlisted in a war. Like, but I know I'm way too old for that now.
Yeah.
I was relaxed at 30 when I thought no one's going to conscript me. I'm fine. Whatever.
You're afraid of going to jail. Is it the sexual assault or the beatings or the things that are rumored to happen in jail?
Everything.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit stir crazy in this room.
Yeah.
So yeah, the liberty taken away. That's the worst thing. Even unless it was like when people say, "Oh, you're going to solitary confinement," I go, "Well, I could do a couple of weeks in solitary confinement." But to be in there with people like Rich,
Right.
for like a year, it would be too horrendous.
I mean, you don't even want to hear the story of Jim and Ron Jeremy with the girl.
No,
Can you, I mean,
Imagine
you have
if
to
that
live
was,
that.
yeah, imagine if that was Ron
Imagine
Jeremy.
if you were my cellmate.
Yeah.
How
Oh, yeah.
awful that time in jail. It would ruin my time in jail.
Sure it would. It sure would. Because it would be me and Ron, and you'd be in the middle.
Oh, he's the daddy now.
Yes, he is.
Okay, now.
Yes, he is.
Also, too.
Have you ever gone to a jail do a walkthrough?
No.
Like,
Yes, we went to
No.
Alcatraz.
I know me and Kenny went to.
But that's almost surreal.
because
Isn't
it's
it?
closed. Me and
It's
Kenny went
almost
to,
like it's a romanticized version now of what a jail is.
The
It's
tourist version of jail.
It's like that clean, dry white thing is almost worse because it's just people in clean, lovely stainless steel cages.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It's like battery farming.
Why?
Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
almost. I almost like the idea more of like the Count of Monte Cristo, in a cell,
Absolutely.
learning to fence.
Yeah.
You should go see, we and Kenny went to San Quentin, but we didn't get to walk through the cell where the prisoners were because it was a chickenpox outbreak, so they weren't letting people walk in. But you can actually, the guy
I
was
don't
going
even
to
like
take us on a
noisy
tour.
eaters in a posh restaurant. Do you know what I mean? I can be in a 5-star restaurant and someone eating too loud and I go,
Are
Jamie,
you kidding me?
So
My
that's
wife
no.
eats an
So when you-
apple so loud I want to put a fucking ice pick in her neck. That's a disease. Listen, it's like laying next to a horse.
Misophonia.
What is that
Yes,
with the
it's
ears?
just- yeah, if you hear
No,
somebody
it's just,
chewing.
it kills me to hear people.
Oh,
So that's in the show.
I
That's
wanna marry
you.
So did I? All right. Okay. So
Wait.
right. Last time when I flew back from New York,
Yeah.
there was a guy sitting next to me. So it's first class BA, right? And this next seat across the aisle, right? There's a guy. He's about my age probably, and he's reading the paper and he's going. Yeah. Yawning. Right? So the first time I look, I just sort of look like that, and there goes. Yeah, nah, and I think right, he
He
might have.
was watching Norton set.
Right. So I check it. I think he might have a syndrome. I look at him. I make sure he hasn't got a disability or he's not got Tourette's.
not Tourette's, right.
And I made a judgment. No, he's just enjoying fucking yawning.
Mm-hmm.
People were looking round, and I'm sort of shrugging like it's not me. And then the 15th time he went. I went, excuse me, mate. Can you do the yawn without all the noises at the end?
You said that.
Yeah, and he looked at me and went, oh, sorry. And then I thought, fuck, I'm sat next to him for 7 hours now.
You just snapped.
I had to ask him because it was driving me mad, like insane. Like when people think, and I had to kill. I felt like that, right? We were in a restaurant in San Francisco, a beautiful restaurant, right? Me and Jane. We went early. It was like we were, jet lag, so we were eating at like 11:30. There was no one there. We were looking out over the bay, and there was fucking seals and pelicans. And then the waiter walked past, and he went, right? And every time he came out, he went like that. And Jane, I was going, fucking no. And Jane's going, you can't do anything, right? You can't do anything. So so now I could hear him going, and I was just to myself, I was just going, cunt! Just so I could just go, cunt! Because I wasn't allowed to say.
So the scenes that are in this show,
They're me.
Afterlife, it's just you.
Yeah.
You just try. That's what the show
Your
is.
fat friend eating across drove you
That's,
guys.
it's you.
When
Yeah.
you're in a restaurant, somebody's at the next table blowing their nose. I want to fucking club them to death.
At least they blow their nose. Because once there was a bloke on the plane doing that. He was going. Just sniffing, and I went over and said, "Mate, do you want a tissue?" And he went,
my God.
I was like, "Thank you," like that. But it's
But Voss will say, this is why I love Voss, because Voss will say the things that are not polite. Like, we've been in delis, and the guy will grab his cup to hand it to him, and Voss will be like, could you not put your fingers in my cup? And he makes the guy get him a new cup. He voices
their
it.
fingers out like that.
It's rude. It's not even that I care that much about the finger, but why doesn't that bloke know that you shouldn't put your fucking fingers
Right.
I told a
in the
lady.
cup?
I was in Dunkin' Donuts and I said, and there was a lady in front of me.
Everything's like the start of a cartoon.
I know.
Said it with Rich. Every anecdote starts like a little cartoon turtle.
Well,
When did this happen?
So, and this lady in front of me, she gets her fucking food and now and her coffee. Her time's up. She's on my time. I swear to God, she's talking to the lady behind the counter.
Annoying.
And I went to her. I went, hey, lady. I swear to God, I went, wrap it up. I swear to God, I go, let's go, you're done. And I threw her out because she's on my time now.
No, you threw her out because she was not 6'5" and male. That's why you threw her out, because she was a lady. Shut up, you wouldn't have.
I would have. And quit opening your eyes like you're fucking...
I'm pretending I'm looking up.
Okay, stop.
At a taller man.
Right.
Back to jail. I did a show in a jail once.
Right.
Is that what they called it?
It's like one of those donkey shows.
Go back to their cells.
It wasn't.
I'm on death row and I've been waiting 2 years. When is this going to happen? But come on, just plug the fucking chair in.
He came in such a nice guy.
Jesus.
So it was a county jail, but it was fucking like. But behind me was a dish of potato chips, of bags that they were staring at them, like that. Just a bag of potato chips.
Yeah. What? It was a privilege.
It was a privilege.
Yeah.
And they were so, And
why were they behind you?
They were. We had sodas and
to
stuff.
make the prisoners look at him.
Yeah. Keep them focused.
He knows all the tricks.
Yes, they put a window behind me, a sign that said freedom.
A woman.
So that's great.
But just a can of soda. This kid was cleaning up after it, and he goes, "Can I have a can of soda?" Like, you
Did
take
you give it to
everything for granted.
Oh, so you had a rider? Was that your rider or something?
What, a can of... No, they just had them, sodas and
oh, really?
whatever.
Right.
But I'm just saying, we take everything for granted in life.
Sure.
And you're in jail. Fucking, they'll kill you for a bag of fucking chips.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And whatever.
Did you give the chips away to the prisoners?
Oh, took them home. I got kids.
Put them in a bag.
No, I wasn't allowed to do anything. That's up to the prison. That's not up to me.
How was the show?
Imagine Rich saying, "Can I feed him?
Do I get to feed the prisoners?
Can I pet this one? No, don't. That he bites. Don't pet him. He bites.
He's aggressive.
One guy I was fucking with one guy. He goes, "I'll kill you." I go, "No, you're not, because I'm leaving. You're not."
But he wasn't serious, was he?
No, but they were.
They
fine.
were joking. So it's a normal crowd. They just sat in normal.
Yeah. It was fine. It wasn't a prison. It was a county. Okay, before they go to prison.
So it's not like Con Air. There weren't sort of cannibals and
some
murders.
of them were.
Really?
Well, I mean, it's a county. They haven't gone to court yet.
But people who went in for fraud could kill you, couldn't they?
So,
so they're actually good crowds, aren't they?
Well,
they're decent, probably because they're just happy.
Because they're so hungry for entertainment.
Yeah. You go 3 miles outside London, and they're really grateful that you came to see them in their town. So I bet. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, but can you imagine being in prison and then, like, you see prison how fucking scary it is, but then solitary confinement, 23 hours a day in a room where you can't talk to anybody.
It would drive you crazy.
You would
but you hear about the things. But yeah, I think I'd.
You do
prefer...
have those Count of Monte Cristo fantasies where you think that you're going to just become really great at something, or you're going to use that time to yourself.
I think I would fear. If I was in a prison that were scary people, I think I would like to be locked in my cell. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
I could certainly cope with loneliness more than
at least that's predictable.
Being afraid,
because
but eventually you'd meet people who are like, okay, like, hey, I like talking to this guy, I like talking to that guy, I like playing chess with him.
I don't know. You see, I've got no idea what the truth is. I think all my information comes from movies and fucking TV shows.
The issue would be you'd go to jail, and the first day there, you'd be in the cafeteria or whatever, and you'd be yelling at somebody for chewing loudly.
Yeah, exactly.
And you'd end up with a toothbrush in your gut.
Couldn't I pay my way? Wouldn't I go up to Mr. Big and say, "You've got $1 million coming to you if you kill anyone that comes near me"?
Yeah, you could do that, sure.
I guess you got the money now.
Who's the fucking head guy?
Right.
I go up to him and I go, "You've got $1 million coming."
Right.
In 2 years' time. If you kill any motherfucker who comes near me.
Yeah, and he would take care of you.
But you know what? You would
hey,
have
mate,
to go
do you need
to
a
somebody.
tissue?
They would go up to you and say, they would know who, if you got money.
Yeah.
And they would,
protect
threaten you or,
So it wouldn't be that bad for me then.
It might be.
You just make a very big friend.
Yeah.
Exactly. That big friend also might want a little more, too.
Not if you were paying him.
If you don't sexually assault me, I'll give you a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that confused me. I saw a thing. There's a guy called Ross Kemp who was an actor. We sort of used him in extras once, and now he goes to the worst gangs in the world. He goes to the worst prisons in the world, and he was in a prison in South Africa, and he was talking to this guy who he rapes people. They initially rapes them for fun.
In jail? Or?
In jail, yeah.
Okay.
That's like his hobby?
He's a big guy and he rapes people, right? Like, the guys arrive and he rapes them, right? And Ross Kemp says to him, "Oh, you're gay." He went, "No, I'm not gay." He was offended. I just raped them.
He doesn't make out with them.
It was basically saying I'm top dog. That's how dominant I am.
Just a power dynamic. There's nothing sexual going on here.
I have to show them who's boss.
And then they go, "But do you come?"
Oh God! I mean, it's just.
I'd like to know.
Yeah, do you come?
I couldn't get an erection with that.
You wouldn't have to.
No,
You wouldn't be on that.
I would not be in that position.
I love the idea. It's my worst fear and Jim's best fantasy.
Well, it would all depend on the man. If it was a large twink, I would take it. You know.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's a skinny guy.
It's a skinny.
It's his preference.
Yeah, we have a preference. I mean, that'd be mine.
It's him.
You know what? I'm glad sometimes I don't understand what Jim's talking about. I'm actually proud of that. You know when you don't know a girl band or a boy band?
Yeah.
And you go, "Oh, no, I didn't. I'd never heard of them."
You realize I'm a better person than I thought I was because I don't understand what he's talking about.
The gaps in my education, I'm really fucking happy with.
I miss those days for me.
I don't want it in my head.
Just go sit in his third row.
Now you talk. The thing about Tony is he's different than any of the guys you ever played because he's really suicidal. Have you ever thought about killing yourself?
No, I haven't actually. I've been very lucky. I haven't really suffered from any mental illness outside the norm of grief. You know, my mum died of lung cancer and it was horrible. But I don't think I wake up irrationally going, "I want to." No,
Right.
I've never had that, and that's luck. You know, it's some people get it, so I haven't had that. But
Well, you have rage issues.
I guess I do.
What makes you think that during a nice meal in San Francisco, going, "You fucking cunt"?
I know. But
You
I was
project your
controlling
anger
it 'cause I know-
outwards.
But I know it's at least okay. So people doing things that are annoying, that is true. They are annoying. They should know they don't do that in a fucking restaurant if they're away. And that's the fucking truth. Me wanting to kill them, I know is irrational, so I don't. So I control.
But they still do what they're doing.
Yeah, and there's
Right.
that, and I'm not. So my only choice is to leave because I know I'm not in charge of the world, which annoys me as well.
Yeah.
So I make sure I carry earplugs with me.
Do you really?
Yeah, just in case, right? Because I know that I can't go up to people and say, "You're annoying me." I was offended once, right, on a plane. Again, first class, BA, doesn't get any better. This woman walked down the aisle and she was way too fucking tired. It annoyed me. Her face annoyed me because she was too tired. It was like she was celebrating being tired. I wanted to go, "Open your eyes." Right,
You're not that tired.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to make a show of it so everybody knows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, it's not a rage issue because I don't actually punch anyone in the face or I get angry and shout in public.
You just mutter.
You control it.
It's a bit.
It's controlled rage.
I mean, it's passive aggressive. Do you want a tissue? It's
Right.
obviously passive aggressive.
And Jane becomes acutely aware of all of it.
Well, I look at someone, if someone's got a voice like that in a restaurant, the voice, right? And there's lots of categories. The worst is annoying voice, right? Talking bollocks and not letting the person they're with talk. So that gets that. Now I'm really get angry, and I'm staring at them, and Jane's going, "They don't know why you're staring at them." Like they're going to stare at me and go, "Oh, Ricky Gervais is staring at me. I'm talking too loud. I should quiet it down a little bit."
Right.
But they don't know. No, they just. So I go, "Well, they should fucking know." I want people to know what being human is and walking around in society. Why do people walk around with their fucking mouth open? Shut your mouth and
it's
breathe
crazy.
through your nose, you fucking moron.
It's crazy.
Jesus
Mouth breathers
Christ.
are an insane. But you know what? The self-awareness, I think, is a much rarer quality than people realize. The
It
level
is.
of self. Jim, you've met people with a very low level of self-awareness.
It's almost unbelievable how low some people's level is.
Unbelievable.
I know. I think they think they're in their space and they can do what they're not knowing that they're permeating their space with noise, with smells. You know, that it's not their space. It's all joined.
Or like you'll say, "Hey, you're doing this right now," and they'll go, "Oh, what an asshole Ricky is."
I do
Like
exactly.
you go, "Well, you are doing this."
I know, but I don't know what good it does
Well,
anyone because
right.
it is everyone's right to go in a public place.
Yeah.
They're just fucking disgusting.
Well, the
that's
lady
all.
got kicked off the plane because she was stuck between two overweight people, and she complained, and now she's fat.
She was
shaming.
but she was a little bit rude about it. Like she wasn't. She could have been nice.
She was
I
very
think
complaining
she
about-
was shitty.
What's that?
That the plane wasn't straight.
We've been circling
was
the airport
turning
for an hour.
right. Yeah. So what was she complaining about? That they were in her space?
They were in her space, and
they
she was
were.
happy, you know.
Well,
She had the middle seat between two fat people.
Yeah.
Well, I think she's sort of got a point.
She does, but
Yes.
she wasn't nice about it. She could have been nicer.
You got to say,
Yes.
I must be allowed
Yes.
to put my arms on my armrest
Yes.
and
Sure.
breathe.
There's an
I must be-
invisible wall.
She started yelling,
Yeah.
"Eat a salad" at people.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a little different.
Okay, that's rude, and that's not her place to tell them how they lose weight. But
Right.
it is her place to
Yes.
say, "Your kidneys are in my face."
Yes.
That's
Yes.
how,
How comfortable
I
you-
can't breathe. I
Right.
can't breathe. I
This
think
isn't
that's
for your
about-
health. This is for my health.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
It's
too
my
fat
right.
for me.
It's your right to get fat. But
Right.
it's my right to have a full seat to myself as well.
I
'cause
paid for it.
paid.
And that's the
the point.
fucking that's the scumbag airlines that fucking
Yeah.
make the seats smaller.
I've been
just,
sorry, Rich. I've been
Go
saying for a decade. Here's what they should have: every single seat in economy should have like a little thin thing that you can raise,
Yes.
where you both get exactly half the armrest.
Yeah,
Like, that
that'd
would
be
solve
great.
everybody's
That would be great.
fucking
I think
problem.
that should be anyway. I would like a barrier. I would
Yeah.
like
Yes.
a physical barrier. And you're right. That if you can't get into it, then you've got to take a different flight.
And you raise
Or-
it, and you both have half the armrest. That's it. So if you're 600 pounds, or if you're 120,
Yeah.
there's like a little wall between.
That's how you know if you need to buy two seats or not.
Yeah, and you can put it down if you want.
Yeah.
If you can't raise the wall, you need to buy two seats because then the next wall has to be yours.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm all for that.
yeah, I'm for the wall.
Yeah.
Build that wall.
Build that wall. Build that wall.
No, not that wall.
Even though first class on British Airways has got to be nicer than sitting in economy. I mean, it's at least you have a certain amount of space.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is amazing.
Did you ever
but
fly out-
I do it more for privacy and to be left alone. You know, I keep saying to people, I don't think it's my right to be in first class just because I can afford it. If they said first class is full and everyone's sniffing, but economy is empty, I'll go to economy.
Right.
There's no doubt about it. Right. I've asked for a smaller trailer on a film before because the big trailer they gave me was too near a school. So it's nothing
Legally?
to do-
No, temptation.
Oh. I thought you meant the courts wouldn't
it was
allow.
Bad. People screaming, kids screaming while I'm trying to. So I said,
Sure.
"Is there a different trailer?" I said, "Well, there's a tiny one down the road." I said, "I'll have that one." So it isn't.
You would
me-
have lost your mind. The hotel that I was just staying at last night in Cleveland. It's like this hotel that's in this mall. It's in a mall, but it's a
Wow.
hotel as well.
All right.
And the rooms open up into the mall. Like they just
Wow.
open right up, and you're in this mall. But they had allowed a private event to go down in the bottom floor.
Cool.
Now there's only like 3 floors,
No.
and it was a wedding.
I've,
and they
I've-
were
I've had a
going.
wedding shut down before. Go
Th-
on.
This is this
gets
is
married
going
on-
from 5 to 11 p.m. And so I hope that that's okay. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I went into my room and I realized that I might as well just tap out until after 11 p.m. because
Yeah.
it's as if I'm at the wedding. It's blaring through everything.
Again, it's like it's really unfair. I did a gig at this venue. I love the venue, but upstairs there was a gym session, so it was banging all the way through. And the next night I said, "You've got to shut the gym," and they wouldn't. So I never play that venue again. It's mad.
You just said you shut down a wedding, though.
Well, no, I called down. I said, "There's noise." I went, "Yeah, it's a wedding." I went, "And?" And they went, "Well, it's only going till midnight." I went, "Yeah, I'm going to bed now, though." And they went, "Okay, I'll ask them to turn it down." I went, "Thank you."
Did they?
They turned the music down. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably should.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
not,
they
it's
should.
Not, it's not my problem. It's
They
not.
should.
It's not my moral duty to go. Oh, someone's getting married and it's fucked. It's fucked the room that I've paid $1,000 for.
Right.
I'll let them off because it's their wedding day. If they said, I get people to check now. If they said a wedding, I'll go. Okay, I'll get another hotel, and fine. That's fine. I'll go to another hotel. You know.
Where the fuck you paying $1,000 for a
Oh,
hotel?
I don't know. When I'm on tour, who cares?
Yeah, he pays.
Oh,
Stays in
I
nice
go on
places.
Priceline.
No, he stays in good places.
Do you know what I mean? I wish I hadn't said that.
Why?
Well, you get a nice suite.
Why not? I mean, and look, I understand the problems. I mean, if you're going first class BA to $1,000 room, the last thing you need is the peasants celebrating.
That's right.
God forbid I can hear a little noise in my trailer.
I know.
Hey,
Other people's cum was keeping me awake.
Can you knock down that high rise?
This is how selfish and you are when you're creating art. You think the world was. We're doing a scene in extras in a graveyard. There's a scene in the graveyard where I lie. There's the dullard, and I lie about my dead mum being Jewish and all this sort of stuff. Right? So so the location manager says to me, he said, "We've got to be finished in the graveyard by midday because there's a funeral on." And I went, "Oh, they won't bother us." And she went, "No, they don't want you around." But I went, "Oh, of course, yeah, of course."
They won't bother us.
That'd be fine.
Just you're so in the moment.
Yeah.
I was doing Vox Pops once, right, for a show, 11 o'clock show. My first job doing Vox Pops. We were on someone's
Vox
door.
Pops?
When you go out and say stupid things to the general public.
Okay.
Like man on the street
Sure,
type
sure.
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'd ask them what's the, stupid things like, what would you, if you, what's the best thing you can rob an old lady of, stupid questions like that, and they just answer
Her
serious.
dignity, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And we're on a sort of like at this place, and someone came out of their own house in a take, and I went, oh, fuck's sake. They were coming out of their own house. And
they blew the take.
They ruined your take.
Well, it's the same when they're shooting a movie in town. They close the fucking.
How would you
studio.
know?
I don't. That's okay.
Paul
You can-
Rich, I know you do this to everyone, but Voss seems to be volunteering to be the butt of. I know he comes back with killers more
He's
than
a
us.
mean person.
Oh, yeah.
He's a mean
No, when did it start?
person.
When did it start taking the
when
mickey
we
out of him?
met.
When did it?
Oh no! In radio. Oh, look at.
I mean, I do
Yes.
it with all my mates, and
Yeah.
everyone does it to me. So
Yeah.
it's not out of the ordinary.
But for me, you push Voss, and eventually he will hit you back so
Yeah, that's
hard
what I
that
mean.
it's all worth it. Like,
Oh, it's great.
I'm
That's
just
what
waiting
I do it to my
like-
mates as well. I do it to Robin Ince on my show because when he comes back at me and
it's a slam.
I make a mistake, it fucking kills me.
Yeah.
Who?
Robin Ince.
Oh.
I torture Robin Ince, and then he takes so much, and then he goes on a fucking diatribe about all of it, and it just fucking kills me fighting back. It's great.
All our friends, me, him, Bobby, Keith.
That's all we do is
Patrice,
attack
that's
each
all
other.
we
Yeah, of
do.
course, that's what
We-
mates do.
yes,
That
it's
is how you.
funny.
That's what
these-
growing up was. It was play fighting.
Yes.
That's how you fucking. That's why we're comedians because we sharpen our talent when we're fucking young.
But you also know you can hit each other as hard as you want. That's the best part.
Yeah.
I'm never worried about offending him, and
I
he's
know.
certainly not worried about it.
I
with
know
me.
that is like when you have to tread on eggshells because someone might take it wrong. That's not fun at all.
Nope.
It's the worst trait anyway. No sense of humour. I'd rather be with murderers who could take a joke.
That's why I love my wife because she's a and she's so
Yeah,
mean.
she's really funny. I see her on
oh,
Twitter. And some of the things are funny. Yeah.
We really come together when we have the same hatred for the same comic, or
Yeah.
or we hear. But last night I was at the cellar. These new comic. I said something to this new comic or whatever. This
And what's a new comic to you?
not
Someone
new,
doing 5 and you haven't heard of them.
or under 7 years, or just so fucking
Under 7 years.
or
Think
so
of that in any other
politically
job.
correct.
You're a doctor within 7 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're people are qualified to shove their finger up
but
your
yeah.
arse as much as they want
But you
after
know what?
7 years.
You can't be good. You can only be so
Yeah,
good
that just
at
makes-
7. You can only be so good at
I
5,
agree.
7 years.
I think it took me 15 to even when I called myself a stand-up.
I'd say 20 for you. But listen, okay, but you're
There
the
it is.
delusional one. Okay, we all give ourselves 5 years.
Jazz hands.
Yeah, a little 5-year window.
Yeah.
So I said
How long have
something
you
to
been going?
this
You've been going fucking 30
Uh,
now.
35 years.
Wow.
35 years.
Some people learn faster.
Yeah. No, some people have longevity. Anyhow. 5 albums. Anyhow, so.
Nice rings too, by the way.
Thank you. That's just another empty part of me.
No, it's
So-
nice. Show your success.
Exactly.
I've just noticed the bling.
See, Ricky's
love
got his
the-
hotel
I
rooms
love-
and his
yeah.
first class. Rich, he likes to show his wealth through physical means.
And he has good fingers to have rings on.
They're good, isn't it? They really are good.
He literally looks
they
like
look
a-
like my nan. His hands look like my fat old nan before she died.
You're coming after me.
Yeah, I know.
No, he has
fucking Liberace's bit of rough. Look at those fucking rings.
he has fingers. It looks like the toes of they look like turtle feet. His
I've got
hands are like
terrible
turtle
hands.
feet.
I've got little fucking toe hands.
You do have tiny little hands.
Yeah,
It's adorable.
My feet look like Lisa Simpson's.
Yeah,
They're
but-
square.
Yeah, but you're not
But your
putting
hands-
precious metals and stones on
no,
them
I'm
to
not.
attract people's attention.
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
You
too,
put them in your
hands
pockets.
go with your pasty skin too.
I know,
though.
I know, yeah. Yeah.
The bling is not necessary.
I just like I like fucking.
He's a wealthy guy. He's very successful. He wants to show the world. I support it.
Thank you.
I said nice sneakers, little bling. You got
Wow.
the Concord 11s on. I mean,
That's great.
Voss is doing very well. That's
So
clear.
I
love
said
it.
to this
Aesthetically.
I said to this
His baseball cap on backwards.
That's right.
It's like someone's dressed him from an SNL sketch. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's
Voss is playing the role of Pete Davidson.
Fucking hell. I'm playing a rapper? Yeah. I want all the gear.
I'm going for the high school gym teacher look.
All right, so what'd you say to the comics?
No, I just said something to this comic last night, a negative, funny thing, and he goes, I sort of guy goes, wow, what's that about?
What'd you say?
I go, a joke, stupid.
Yeah.
A joke.
A joke, stupid. I want to say that every day.
Yes.
I want to say that every hour, every day.
Yes.
What does that mean? It's a joke.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. Well,
You're a comic. You're so thin. They're so thin-skinned
I know.
now. It's almost.
And I'm sick of comics going after other comics, virtual signaling, and it's been on this, and you were always great, and you said, and it's just like it's people kicking people when they're down, and they're basically saying to the public, "Look at me, I'm not like that.
I'm
Aren't
good.
I brilliant?
No.
Aren't I fucking brilliant?" That's what virtual signaling is. I'm so good. I pick on the minutiae of people, fucking judgmental arseholes. Honestly, I can't stand it. There's way too much of it about.
It's only killing their First Amendment right too. But every time you go after a fucking comic as a comic, you're only hurting your fucking self.
I agree.
It's
that's
the worst.
when I like the backlash. When people say, "Fucking calm down, dude. He's funnier than you motherfucker."
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These fucking social warriors out there, shut up.
It's social
This
justice.
fuck-
Social justice.
Social justice,
warriors.
not social warriors.
It's not social warriors.
In my neighborhood, they were warriors.
Social justice warriors.
Okay, I'm not going to use all the words.
That's like a Trump quote. That's like a Trump quote. Yeah. Well, it was the national address, sir. I'm not going to use all the words. Yeah,
We're saying the same thing.
Exactly. Like Dickens said that once. This book's a bit like, I'm not going to write all the words.
We're running out of time.
Yes, we have a minute and a half left.
We do want to mention that Ricky Gervais's new series Afterlife is on Netflix,
And it's great.
it really is terrific.
It's great.
There's all these just little bits in there that are sprinkled in. I loved the kids menu bit.
Yeah, that happened to me. That happened to me in real
Is
life.
that-
And of course, in real life, when she said, "No, you can't have that," it's on the children menu, I went, "Okay." Just bit my tongue and just okay, but now.
But that's your fantasy.
And I
What
can put
happened
the
on the
world
show?
right. 25 years later, I can put the world right.
We'll be back.
We had Ari Shafir in studio, and Ari Shafir just kind of out of nowhere. What's going on, man? Ari Shafir just out of nowhere last week. He said there was a comedian, and he said that faked cancer.
Yeah.
I mean, you've heard the clip, right?
Yeah.
And so we had not heard the story.
And I was completely unfamiliar with the.
Yeah. And halfway through the story, Ari was like, "Well, it's not confirmed. I'm just saying it." We were like, "Okay, well, that's a completely different thing." But we watched the clips and everything, and afterwards, Quincy Jones, the comedian that we're talking about, reached out and he was like, "Guys, I'm going to be in town. I can
Come in here and straighten this whole thing out.
I can straighten it out for you guys." And we were like, "Of course, we don't need to just take Ari Shafir's word for your story." But welcome, Quincy Jones. Good to have you in here, man.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, guys.
For sure.
Good morning. Good morning.
How did this whole thing start?
Jealousy of comedians. I think that's how.
Is that what it was?
That's how I had. That's all it had to been because
Are they jealous of the cancer or?
they were jealous of the HBO special.
I see.
They were jealous of the credits that I got from it. What happened was, I started out. I have cancer. I still have it, for the record. So I have peritoneal mesothelioma. I just had chemo yesterday, right? So I got diagnosed July 3rd, 2015. I got diagnosed in Morristown, New Jersey, at the hospital out here. I then flew back on July 5th to LA. I was in the hospital for 50 days there. I was in there for 50 days. I got out for a few hours. I said, I don't feel right again. I went back to the hospital, a different hospital, and they said I had a blood clot in my heart the size of a 50-cent piece, usually incurred by stress.
So you were
or
there for 50 days for the cancer?
I was there because I got diagnosed out here, and then I was like, they said, the oncologist said it was going to be like, all right, it's about 6 weeks to see us. I was like, I have cancer. I don't have 6 weeks. I need to get some treatment out.
Sure.
So I went to the ER, checked myself in, made sure that they admitted me. And then that started a procedure of taking tests, you know what I'm saying? And a whole bunch of surgery. So fast forward, I get out.
Were you in the hospital for 50 days, or you just had to go in and out?
No, I was in the hospital for 50 days.
That's got to be a hell of a medical bill.
You checked it in the emergency room with cancer? Did you say it was something else just to get in?
Yeah, I said I had ascites because my stomach was filling up with fluid. You know what I'm saying? If you go back on my Instagram, you can see pictures of me in the hospital, really frail, really skinny. You know what I'm saying? So I did my first round of chemo there in the hospital. It was aggressive. I did 6 or 7 rounds of aggressive chemo. Cisplatin and Alimta. Cisplatin is the one that is the most harshest one. Everyone says.
So, do you get as sick as people say you get? Do you puke every day, or does it affect?
I mean, I get nauseous. Like I get different side effects. I got ringing in my ears. I got neuropathy where like my fingers start tingling and whatnot. And like right now, it's been bothering me in my right thumb. But I mean, it varies. The side effects vary. Sometimes I can't sleep, so I have to smoke weed to go to sleep. And so that wrapped up 2015. A couple friends of mine, Nicole and Mickey Blaine, came to me and was like, hey, what do you want to do? Because in the hospital, the doctor said, when they told me I had peritoneal mesothelioma, I asked, how much time do I have? He says, give or take a year.
How old are you?
34.
So you're like 31, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he says, give or take a year. I was like, all right, cool.
How scary is that to hear?
I mean, it was terrifying, but it was also like L.A. County. It was like the county hospital. So it wasn't like they didn't deliver it delicately like in the sitcoms. And it's like, yeah, they like woke me up. I just did like 3 milligrams of Dilaudid. I was dozing off. It was like 6 in the evening. And they're like, yeah, they walk in with like 6 or 7, doctors. And they're like, hey, you got cancer. And it spread from your abdomen to your left lining of your lung. And so you got to do chemo. We can't do the surgery. I was like, okay, cool. So I started chemo, wrap up 2015, Nicole and Mickey.
Now, are you terrified when all this is going on?
I mean, yeah, of course I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely was. I went through a breakup at the time too. Perfect timing.
Is that why she broke up with you? Or was it?
I'm not trying to deal with all this.
Yeah.
I mean, possibly. I'm not gonna act like we were blissfully happy beforehand, but she chose the worst time to check out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so then we start making plans to do a Kickstarter. So we filmed the Kickstarter. It goes viral.
And is the point of the Kickstarter to do a special, or is it to pay off these medical bills that you incur from staying in the hospital for 50 days?
The Kickstarter was to do the special. And we only asked for $5,000.
Okay.
That was the goal.
How did you pay off the hospital bills? I mean, that seems like...
we did a GoFundMe that raised $20,000. I paid for my hospital bill.
Gotcha.
So that was it. So it was GoFundMe different from the Kickstarter, which is not what Ari said. So the Kickstarter ends up going viral. It catches the attention of the Ellen producers. I interview with like 4 or 5 Ellen producers.
Because you're thinking, I want to do this special now because I may only have 12 months. I need a legacy.
You legitimately think you're going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I mean, and the thing is, when a prognosis of a doctor's wrong, they don't like update you.
Sure.
You're just like, oh, you're not, okay, you're doing good. Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I was traumatized for a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I do now? Kickstarter goes viral, get on Ellen. Ellen reaches out to HBO. We were going to do it at the West Side Comedy Theater in LA, a little small theater in Santa Monica. It went viral. We ended up doing it at a bigger theater. A lot of people came. I did it in LA, so all the comics that helped contribute and visit to me could be a part of it. I figured it was a special. It was a good thing. Special comes out on my birthday.
What'd you call it?
Burning the Light. So I called it Burning the Light. And then after that, like a month and a half later, just a random comic just says, Quincy Jones is lying about having cancer.
Is this the girl that Ari was talking about putting it on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Now, did you know her?
I'd seen her at an open mic or two. We weren't friends. She didn't come to visit the hospital. I didn't know her like
You just
that.
knew she was a comedian?
Yeah, I just knew she was a comedian.
Right.
Now,
did she say she was a friend of yours, or she didn't? Okay.
No, she didn't say that.
You had met her, but you didn't know her well.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Never hung out with her, never anything like that. So just at an open mic. And so she said that. And at that time, I had just gotten a high-pec surgery in Baltimore with Dr. Richard Alexander. And they were taking the 45 staples out of my stomach as I'm reading this. And I'm like, oh, this is crazy. This got to be a joke. I don't believe this is happening.
And in your head, I would imagine that you're saying, well, this is happening to me. There's going to be a lot of backlash against this person if she's actually being serious.
Right.
Because you don't take somebody who's sick and like accuse them of faking it.
Yeah.
I mean, and it divided up a lot of comedy communities. A lot of people were like, yo, I visited him in the hospital. I was there when doctors talked to him. There's no way he's lying about having cancer. She just said this with no proof.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the biggest thing to me. That's the most upsetting thing about everything is like, no one provided any proof. It was up to me to provide proof, and I'm like, and my management at the time was like, no, don't just ignore it. don't think anything of it. Just let it go. I was like, okay, well, that's what you guys think is best. But it kept going.
Yeah, it's terrible advice by the management.
Yeah, it kept going. Like really kept going. Like I didn't know how far it came all the way out here to New York comedy scene. People were like, are you lying about having cancer? I was like, what? How am I lying about having cancer? Where's the lie? Where's the proof? We got other comics lying about being in 9/11, but we fact checked them, but they're still getting booked. I lost everything. Like all the good stuff that happened. I lost management, lost representation, lost bookings.
So the management that told you not to say anything, eventually it was too much, and they were like, we're going to step out.
But why don't you have proof that you have cancer?
Yeah. So, I IG live it every 3 weeks. I do it every 3 weeks. I just did it yesterday.
Do you have paperwork proof?
So glad you asked that.
He brought up because but I figured he would because I saw him open his bag when he sat down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all you should do is you should put this on your Instagram, block out whatever information that is too personal
information.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Hold on,
he has pulled out a stack of paperwork. I mean, this looks like it's probably
describing the type of cancer from 2017. Reason for the exam. Go ahead.
I believe me. I put my glasses on. You'd think that a real gentleman is about to. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Yeah, like some medical expert is about to.
Dr. Jim Norton.
Yes, and they're using your real name.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Now, does it? So, what? At what point did you go? I have to start telling people that this is bullshit. I have to explain that.
I addressed it on a Facebook post.
Uh-huh.
You know, I mean, obviously it's not as major a platform, but you got to understand, Sam. Like there was Reddit threads going on about me. I had people wishing death upon me. You know, like people were like, "Oh, you're that." Like I was no longer like, "Oh, the guy from Ellen," but the guy who's lying about cancer. And when you press them, people would be like, "Oh, you're not lying about having cancer." No one thought to fact check.
I'll be honest. If you fake this. Boy, you put a lot of work into these.
Does it say he's got cancer on that thing?
I haven't said the word cancer, but it's abdomen and pelvis. It's all medical shit.
Mesothelioma?
Peritoneal mesothelioma.
Pancreas, gallbladder, adrenal glands, unremarkable. Oh, they insulted you. They said unremarkable. That's not pleasant.
So I think that the evidence that the only real evidence, quote unquote, that I've heard or seen, and again, we've been aware of this story for
Sorry to interrupt
like
you,
a
Sam.
week.
31-year-old male with metastatic mesothelioma.
That sounds like cancer to me.
It's sure. Metastatic means it's
metastasized.
It's metastasized. Right.
It's spread.
That means it's spread. And which is what you just said. It goes to the lung or from the abdomen to the lung. Is it okay to
read this out loud?
Yeah, go ahead.
It says in 2014, patient began to have abdominal distension requiring monthly paracentesis.
Paracentesis taps.
Yeah,
tough even with the glasses on, huh?
Yeah, with 4.5. No, I just didn't know the word.
Yeah.
Draining each time in 2015. Patient followed up with MIS in clinic and was found on PET 5/28/15 to have a 13 mm hyperbolic peritoneal nodule with no evidence of disease. Now, I don't know what a lot of this means, or at least correct myself if any of it means.
You were very confident when you said nodule, though.
I mean, that's a confident word.
Yeah.
You know?
I will say this. This
like
is legitimate medical fucking paperwork, and it did say that, and his real name is on the top right corner. I don't know if you've said your real name, but it's up there. So this seems very legit to me.
So
as a high school dropout, I read these medical documents, and I concur that they are legit.
In the week that we've known about this story, the only evidence that I think we've been presented with, unless I'm wrong, is that people are like, well, he's got a beard. So can you explain how does one keep a beard?
I mean,
and do chemotherapy?
Yeah, like I said, the aggressive rounds I lost my hair when they put me in the maintenance chemo. Cisplatin is the one. It was the most aggressive one. When they had me in Alimta.
What does aggressive mean with chemo? It's just it's the harshest.
Yeah, it's the harshest mix of the cocktails you could. You know what I'm saying? And like the thing about chemotherapy is it's just they're letting off a radioactive bomb in your bloodstream to kill everything, including the good with the bad cells. So they did that. I did that for 7 rounds. Boom. They put me on Alimta, and my hair started growing back, but not as fully as it was before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Eyebrows thinner. I have, definitely dry skin all over. The side effects are legit. And people are saying that's the reasoning. It's like he has a beard.
That's what
Ellen asked you about that. Yeah, she did ask you about that. And because Ari was telling us that it was we thought it was confirmed that you had faked it. Then when she asked you about see, Ellen knows. But now maybe she was just asking you.
Yeah, but then it wasn't until after we watched the Ellen clip that Ari was like, no, I mean, there's no confirmation. I'm just saying this. Jim and I were like, oh, well, okay, that's a different story. And by the way, we should say, like, we didn't invite you to say, "Hey, prove it to us."
Yeah,
No,
this
no, no,
is
no.
about you kind of having a platform.
You reached out and it's like I would like to get the story straight.
Yes.
I mean, I was happy, and then with a major platform like this, it was definitely cool. But like even some of your people, like like I don't like the internet's a vicious place. Like,
Oh,
the world's
yeah.
a cold
I've never
place.
experienced that. It's been all compliments.
I know that's my thing. But no, they were just like people wishing death. Like like you go on dates. I'm dating around, and people are like, "Oh, I googled you. You have a Reddit thread saying you're faking cancer. What's up with that?" I'm like, all right, well, this concludes the date.
So you have to get into your
Yeah.
medical history on every first date.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, how do you smoothly drop you have cancer too?
Sure.
Right.
I used to wait till the third date. You know what I'm saying?
So the cancer. So, are you? What is the status of your cancer right now? Are you in remission? Are you
There's
simply
no
treating
remission.
it?
Yeah, I'm just treating. It's controlling it. It's not
I see.
shrinking it. It's not spreading.
Oof.
Like the drug I'm on, I just do this every 3 weeks until it stops working.
And we don't know when.
We don't know when. We don't know when. So like, I think the reason why I was able to be so fortunate is because I was surrounded by loved ones. Like the external environment was good. I was getting a lot of love. And
So you didn't
support.
hang out with Ari Shafir that much?
I didn't. No, unfortunately. I think that's why he said that. I didn't hang out with him.
They can only kind of just stop it from spreading right now.
Right.
How come they can't do anything to? Is that just the type of cancer it is, or they can't?
Yeah, the thing is, most cancer is where like it clumps up in cells. So you get like a fistful of negative cells, and they like do chemo and that erodes it, and then they do radiation that shrinks it, and then hopefully it goes away. Mine doesn't like clump up in cells; it gets in the lining of my organs. So when I was going to the hospital with this distended belly, it was because there was fluid filling up in there, and it was like 3 months, like really
Sure.
tight. And so I went through that. And so that's what they were draining it constantly. And they were like, well, we don't know why this is happening. Hence the test. They did a biopsy in June. Boom.
So, I mean, just because I have it here, stage 4 mesothelioma, which is what you were diagnosed with.
Correct.
And this is again, I think, why people jumped on the suspicion of everything. The median survival rate for stage 4 mesothelioma is 12 months. Many patients are too weak to withstand aggressive surgeries. Although stage 4 is considered terminal, some patients continue to defy the odds and live years after their initial prognosis. So the median survival rate is 12 months. People are kind of expecting it, and it's coming.
Sure.
But there are people that are kind of living exactly the way you just described, which is through treatment and just...
Yeah, stage 4.
I mean, yeah, I have stage 4. It gets bumped up whenever it spreads. The thing about that is also because I got the same quote from the doctor, Dr. Byron Jennings. And so when I got that quote, I asked him, what was the age of the people who were in the study? Like, can you cite the source? They were 66, 67 years old.
I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where I got the cancer from. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you don't know what caused it or where it came from or if it's just genetic or one of those things.
Right. We don't know. I didn't have any asbestos. I didn't work in a shipyard. I didn't work in a mechanic shop where traditional people get it. So we don't know where I got it from.
Do you get mad, because I bitch and moan about, if little shit goes wrong? Do you have any of this, what the fuck to God? Or do you have any of that, why me?
I mean, yeah, whenever someone dies, it brings it closer to home, my mortality. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a friend or, a comic or something like that, you're like, damn, that's crazy. Like, I'm still here. And then you got people wishing death upon you on the internet, not even just out the blue. Just like, oh, man, I thought you'd be dead. Like, you still Google Quincy Jones comedian, first thing pops up, is he dead?
Right.
Well, no, I'm not dead. I'm here. So I'm not dead. I'm not faking cancer. I'm unrepped also. So
why did the management? What happened how did they tell you they were leaving you? And if you're like, well, I have paperwork, how do you guys not stand by me? How did that happen?
I mean, I just think we weren't a good fit, and that was the way things were getting heavy. They didn't know how to handle it. How do you handle it? You go from a comic who's on at the top for a second, and then he gets torn down. And they don't know how to do. They're not the publicists or anything like that. So I don't blame them. I don't fault anybody for anything. I'm just surprised at how crazy the world is sometimes.
And what about with Ellen too? Because she helped you get this. Has she responded to any of this, or have you reached out? Has anybody reached out to her again and go, they're killing me. They're telling me I don't have cancer.
No, I did. I've dealt with it all on my own. I've had to ignore it and just be chill or address it, randomly or something like that. But to me, it's just like, I don't understand how people could think that.
Mm-hmm.
How can you fake cancer? How can you get on Ellen and fake cancer?
Well, I get where people would think that there are. I mean, there are liars,
Sure,
right? There
plenty.
are people who fake stuff. Jim, you were telling a story about somebody that you knew that faked
Leukemia.
cancer and fake leukemia.
Many years ago, a guy in a 12-step program faked having leukemia. That's, I mean,
People
he did it for the
do-
attention, and then it spins out of control, and then.
I mean, look what happened with. I mean, it's a cancer, but look at what happened with Jesse Smollett.
Yeah.
Who said like, who would fake what
An
he
attack,
faked?
yeah.
That is crazy. But sometimes people go into these crazy places when they want attention.
And they don't expect it to spiral out of control or
Right.
become as big as it becomes. So that's probably how people could go. So what happened? This girl who said this, does she still do
You talking
stand
about
up?
the comedian that first?
Yeah, the one who
Yeah.
first said this. And have
No.
you confronted her?
No, I haven't confronted her.
Why?
I don't. I mean, I'd probably beat the shit out of her.
Well, can't you write something and say,
Starting to sound like Russell Westbrook.
yeah, can't you write her something and put in a piece of the paperwork and say, what are you, fucking stupid?
The thing is, like,
Or can you sue? Can
Yeah.
people? I mean, not that you should. I'm not for frivolous lawsuits.
That's not a frivolous lawsuit. If somebody's accusing you of lying and it's hurting your career about something like cancer, which is very provable.
I mean,
Yeah. I guess the biggest thing for me is like no one tried to prove anything. No one tried to back up or research at all. You think I get on Ellen and go through interviews with 4 different producers and no one's fact checked anything?
have you looked into the legalities of people who are going on the internet? And I don't mean the anonymous trolls and whatnot, but I mean people in comedy that are going into public places and saying this guy's lying.
I
Like,
mean,
isn't there some kind of ramification for it?
I'm sure I could sue for libel. You know what I'm
Libel,
saying?
yeah.
Libel or something like that.
And
or
in
defamation
fairness-
of character. But I to be honest, like I don't like to go to court to sue another broke comedian is not going to do anything for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it might clear your name in the sense that,
People would see that you
yeah, if he was
you were
lying, he
notorious.
probably wouldn't be suing.
Dr. Steve is on the line. Maybe he can ask questions that we wouldn't know to ask.
Shed some light on this.
Yes.
What's going on, good doctor?
Hey, man.
Dr. Steve, of course, he hosts Weird Medicine here on the channel on the
Hey, Dr.
weekends,
Steve.
and it's on demand and everything.
Yeah, are you?
Thank you.
I'm not sure if you've been listening. We're talking to comedian.
Of course.
Oh, you
I
have.
never miss a show.
Okay, I like the
Well-
attitude.
keep that
I
energy.
think there are evidence. There is evidence that you have missed shows in the past. But go on, Dr. Steve.
Yeah, I don't know
Not exactly
what
a
to
live
ask
listener.
or what to look for, but I think he's telling the truth. I mean, there's a lot of paperwork here.
Yeah. Okay. So stage 4 mesothelioma is the question, correct?
Correct.
And mesothelioma is a tumor of the lung that often involves the chest wall. Can be very painful, and when it's stage 4, that means there's only 4 stages, so that means that it's spread. Stage 4 is considered a terminal illness. People who have treatment will live longer than average. The average treatment or the average lifespan with treatment of stage 4 mesothelioma is right around 12 months. Now, that means, there's a significant group of people that live much longer than that, and some of them may live much longer than that. So there's a huge variability in humans, and he may just be one of the lucky.
So there's no
I don't know anything about the case.
No, what should we ask? What should we ask? Because I think he's telling the truth. He seems very honest, and there's a lot of paperwork here. What's a question that we could ask that somebody who has been through this process for real would know the answer to, but somebody who's faking it wouldn't?
Sure. Well, first thing, what kind of treatment did he have? There are people who have lived 10 years with stage 4 mesothelioma. And, there was a drug trial at Duke University that was pretty successful. Okay, here we go. I just found something about Quincy. If you want, this is from a website on peritoneal mesothelioma from asbestos.com, if you're interested in seeing what they have to say about it.
Yeah, of course. If you're interested, we're interested,
He
Doctor.
was diagnosed with stage 4 peritoneal mesothelioma. Okay, so this guy had it in his abdomen, not in his lung. He has lived more than 3 years thanks to chemotherapy. Oh, and his love for laughter, it says here, but that's not one.
Too bad you can't edit that out like Wikipedia. Sometimes they throw in these little things that are not helpful.
Yeah, Dr. Steve, do you think laughter is the best medicine, or is the chemo more effective?
Well, I think chemo is probably more effective.
I see.
But,
Steve Jobs disagreed, but
Yeah, he sure did.
we all know what
and,
happened there.
Right. The prognosis for peritoneal mesothelioma may be different than lung mesothelioma. I'll have to look that up. So,
But there's no red. There's no.
It's certainly possible if he's lived 3 years. That's not outside the realm of possibility.
No, and
there's no red flags here as we have the conversation, as we've had conversations in the past. You're not sitting here going, clearly, we're not addressing something.
yeah, because he wants to clear his name and not be called. If you're being accused of lying about something that big, and you have an HBO special based on it, you don't want to be, fucking called a liar by somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about.
I mean, if he really wants to prove it, it's pretty easy to do. All he has to do is produce the biopsy results. He shouldn't have to do that. No one who has terminal cancer should have to go, well, here's my biopsy report for everyone to see. But if he really wants to satisfy everybody, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, do you have that? I mean, not with you, but...
Yeah.
So have you ever put that on Instagram?
No, like the doctor said, I didn't really feel like I should have to do that.
Yeah.
I sort of feel like...
this is Quincy. You got Quincy on the air
he's right here, yeah.
Yeah, I'm right here.
I told you he wasn't listening.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, somebody was listening. Were you listening to the show? Yeah. Oh, wait, there's a man in studio?
Dude, I'm in my office. I'm in my office.
And your office only gets channel 100.
Yeah, apparently. Who does Howard have on today? Hey, okay, we have Quincy here. That's what I'm saying. Is there anything we could ask that we wouldn't know the answer to?
God damn it, Dr.
Oh,
Steve.
no, yeah, okay. So... it's awesome. Where did you go for your treatment?
I went to L.A. County, and then I went to Baltimore to get a surgery from Dr. Richard Alexander.
Yeah. So you had, I'm guessing, debulking surgery, and then they did some chemotherapy afterward?
Yeah, I did the high-pec surgery.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, there's no reason to think that he's not telling the truth.
Yeah, and that's kind of why
absolutely not.
What you guys said earlier was why I was kind of clarifying that this is more about Quincy having the opportunity to clear his name, not prove anything, because I fully agree with what you just said, Quincy, and what Dr. Steve said, that, I mean, to see, for somebody to have cancer and then to have to prove it publicly is like so, like, dehumanizing.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
But there is something satisfying about when you're proving it. It's to shut somebody up. Mm-hmm. And like that woman who posted that, it's like a tremendously embarrassing thing for her. If
she doesn't even do comedy anymore.
Oh, she doesn't?
That's the thing. Like, she bought a farm in Idaho or something like that. She's doesn't do comedy anymore.
And she's never apologized to you for your
No
false
one has apologized.
Every cancer patient wants to beat the odds, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, they say, well, you got a year to live, and now it's 3 years and then 4 years, and you beat the odds. And then that should be a joyous thing. And then to have to turn around and defend yourself as if you never had cancer. And now
you're supposed to be dead. You got an HBO show.
Dude, that's what Ari said.
Yeah.
I was just like, the HBO, people ask me like, HBO special. Like, one dude thought I made $1 million. He came up to me at the Comedy Store. Was like, "Hey man, I don't even know why you're still here at the open mic, man. You're set." I was like, "What do you mean I'm set?" He's like, "Your HBO special." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Didn't you get like $1 million?" I was like, "Let me put this in the context for you. Chris Rock got 40 million for 2 specials, right, or something like
Netflix,
that. For Netflix, Chappelle got 60 for 4,
something like that. Yeah.
You think I got $1 million my first HBO special? I was like, come on, man. But like, people don't think, and like,
especially because HBO probably gave you a bad deal because they were like, you only need money for another 6 months or so.
Exactly.
What are we?
Yeah.
But like, it was just for me, like, I'd never experienced anything like that. It was a different level of hatred, especially when like I try and show love and be supportive and be a positive person. So when I randomly got attacked for this and no one provided any proof, I'm like, all right, well, I think it's how quickly people jump ship. That's the crazy part. What was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Troy stepped on the phone on the floor.
What is that?
His foot hit the phone on the floor.
Oh, it sounded weird. It sounded like an animal.
Jesus Christ.
Stupid place to put a phone.
It is stupid.
I can't imagine that other comedians would somehow be jealous of somebody in this business. Surely Jim will confirm that they're all very happy when other people succeed.
Yeah, absolutely. We really root for each other. But Ari did say, it was very funny because he did admit, like, I don't know if it's true. Like, that's the thing. He's kind of like, he's almost pathologically honest. He couldn't help but say, like, I don't know if it's true or not.
But he loves gossip.
He loves gossip.
Yeah.
So weird.
Now,
and Quincy reached out to us and said he wanted to come on clear and like, of course.
So what do you do? Like, you go, okay, this is a whirlwind, right? The story is kind of going everywhere. Then I go on Ellen, it goes viral.
Right.
Then I get this HBO show special. Everybody watches the HBO special. Do you get to this place where you're like, I'm still here? Like, what do I do now? What's the next move?
I mean, that's what I thought management representation would do. You know what I'm saying?
When did they drop you?
They were like, we're done.
Let's see. The distribution with HBO lasted for a year. I think we broke up around 2017.
Okay.
So like March.
When did you shoot the special?
April of 2016.
Oh, 16. Okay, so it was 3 years ago. Wow, too bad Ellen never had you back on, or tried to. That's an interesting follow up. Maybe she's not aware of all the shit that's happened after.
I mean, people are busy. You know, Ellen's like a feel good story thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think
Oh,
she.
right.
And so with probably no proof for her or for whoever, she probably felt like, all right, well, if he, like I don't know. No one reached back out to me.
But she
I was
also
pretty much
probably doesn't want to get in the weeds of
Information
this
for you
thing.
guys.
You sorry? Go ahead, Dr. Steve.
No, I'm sorry. I found while you guys were talking, I looked up peritoneal mesothelioma prognosis, and it is significantly better than the lung version. Matter of fact, it says here life expectancy of peritoneal mesothelioma is a much more favorable prognosis than those with other forms of the disease. Many patients survive 5 years, even beyond 7 years. So that's for peritoneal mesothelioma. This is not uncommon. And the one thing I'll tell you too, Quincy,
There it is.
that we are. I work in a cancer center. We are coming up with new things every day. Literally, I'm only barely exaggerating because we'll have manufacturers representatives in here with new stuff all the time. We are approaching a generalizable treatment for cancer that'll be immunologic. And I used to say it was 100 years away, then 50, then, we talked about this the other day about the pancreatic cancer. I really just think it's barely a decade away.
Dr. Steve, we need it in 2. We need it in 2 years. Let's get a
we'd
move
like to sped
on.
up.
Yeah. Let's get a move on
Hey,
this
Dr.
thing.
Steve, are you familiar with Keytruda or pembrolizumab?
Sure, absolutely.
That's what they're trying to move me on through experimental with patient assistance through Merck program.
No,
So-
Dr. Steve thinks you mean Truvada because he's on that.
What does Truvada do, Jim? Jim, what does Truvada?
Little prep humor.
Sorry, if you want to answer this question.
But the key is to kick the can down the road as far as you can because they're going to have something else for this down
What
the
about the things that Quincy just asked? The two things.
The medications?
road. No, those are incredible drugs that are being tried in different tumors, and it's for people who are out there that want to get involved in maybe a clinical trial, you can go to a place called clinicaltrials.gov. And just put in mesothelioma or whatever you happen to have and see if there are some clinical trials for you, particularly if you've exhausted, regular treatment.
Boom.
Have you thought of doing that?
Yeah, that's what I'm.
You haven't?
I'm about to start moving on.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do. It sounds like a clinical trial. So.
Yeah. So
That's great, man. Well, I'm going to congratulate you for beating the odds, and I'm hoping that they can continue to beat the odds on this one. And if I can ever do anything for you, feel free to reach out to me. Jimmy's got my number, so does Sam.
Okay.
Yeah, he's Dr. Steve is amazing.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you,
he's
Dr.
amazing.
Steve.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Dr.
All right,
Steve.
nice talking to you, Steve. Take care.
All right, take care. Have a
Talk
great
to you
day.
later, man.
But Sam, you were wondering like what do I do now after
Yeah.
that? It was like, I mean, my thing, I write a fuck ton of material, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like had this negative shit, had this lie not spread about me, I could have gone further. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel
Yeah.
like I could have pitched a show. I could have, had
Sure.
something. My story alone was probably worth something, a book or something like that. But because of this, everyone backed off so quickly and jumped ship that it was like, oh man. So I had to fight and prove shit, on my own, and just it was draining and tiring, especially when you're doing treatment every 3 weeks. You know?
Right.
So what I'm doing now is working on my next special, and I'm trying to talk to HBO about getting another one. I'm here.
Well, you do, by the way, have an interesting story, though, even though it sucks that people did that. But if there is a follow up for a book, it's a very interesting story to have cancer and get a special. It's a more interesting story to have cancer and get a special and then be accused of faking it when you're not.
Yeah, I mean, are you writing
Like-
material about all this experience? Because I think a perfect follow up comedy special on HBO. Would you would you going up there and saying,
I mean, I definitely address it in my new hour.
Yeah,
I
this
just
is
ran
what's
my new
going on
hour
with
last Wednesday in L.A. Little small town, little small theater, and so structure wise, like the materials there, and I just talk about like what you have to be to be able to try to fake cancer. You know, it's only for like 5 minutes. I address. I don't do it for a whole hour or anything, but then I get to the jokes, and it's a solid hour. It's better than my last one.
That's a good book. I mean,
I think there's a book there, too,
There's a book
yeah.
in that too. The whole experience for the last 3 years of beating the odds on it, and just everything that's happened. I mean, that's a very interesting book.
I mean, I was depressed for a while. Like I was really like depressed because I'd lost everything. You know what I'm saying? When people are looking at you say you have an HBO special, are you repped? And you're like, no. What do you have? Like, no. They're like, you don't have anybody? I was like, no. And so I was like, all right, well, what do? I kept writing material, but like I was depressed and I wasn't there. So I went to Europe. I went to Europe for 5 weeks in 2017, and sort of that got me sort of right, mentally, and like recentered me. And then
Were you working or just relaxing?
Just a little bit of both. A little bit of both. I got in some shows, elsewhere. It's still showing internationally, so that helped a lot. But yeah, did that, and so came back in 2018 and tried a few different things. Tried colleges, realized that wasn't my stick either. So just focusing on putting out this next hour, taping it and putting out and pitching a show then based on my story, because the sitcom I wrote, the pilot I wrote, was about a guy gets diagnosed with cancer, has to move in with his Mexican girlfriend's family. You know what I'm saying? And so like all the hilarity, black guy, Mexican girlfriend, yada yada. So that was the show that I wrote. And so like I figure at the heat of promotion for this special, it'll be great to.
how long have you been doing stand-up?
10 years this year.
Wow.
So you were about 6 years in when this whole thing happened.
Right.
That's fast to get an HBO special.
Right, so it's early.
It is. I'll be honest. I didn't expect HBO. I
Sure.
didn't ask for it. It was a total surprise.
Absolutely.
But I'm also not going to turn it down.
Of
course
it'd be
not.
crazy to
You know
turn
what
it
I'm saying?
down.
So I took the special, and HBO believes that once you're in there, your family, whatnot. So I'm going to talk to him while I'm out here and pitch the new hour to him, show him the footage. But yeah, it's I think the best thing about when you're a comedian or you're an artist and you put out anything, the important thing is to show growth in between projects.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I've had 3 years and a whole fuck ton of life experience now to talk about into this next special. I also did 1,000 sets in a year in 2013. So it's not like I was just like a casual open micer who got thrown. Like they gave it to me because I was ready. They gave it to me because I was funny. And that was the best part about I'm an optimist, so I find the positive in anything. The best part about the Room to Lie was that no one could say I wasn't funny.
Right.
That was it.
Have you thought about-
special? No one could say, "Oh, he's not funny," and he's lying about cancer, and he's not funny. It was just like it was a solid special, but I was lying about cancer. I was like, all right, well.
Have you thought about confronting anybody? Like, have you thought about like getting it on video, like saying, "Hey,
It's a great documentary." Go around talking
Finding
to
the
people
girl.
who accuse you of lying. Yeah, good point. Find the girl.
Yeah, and say like, "Hey, we're face to face now. Bring your stack of paper that you just showed Jim and myself. All the stuff that Dr. Steve says is there. Here's the results. Here's the thing. Explain to me now, what information do you have that I don't have? What information do you have that I need to supply you?" All that stuff.
Show her original Facebook post. Yeah, I mean, I guarantee you she would not agree to be on camera.
No,
Guaranteed.
she wouldn't. She wouldn't. People tried to pitch like a podcast with her when she was still in L.A. Like, do you want to come and address it? No, you don't want to address someone who you accused of lying when you don't have any proof. That's dumb.
Right.
So it was like, plus, to be honest, I have no interest in doing that.
You don't want to do that.
I don't like. That's me dwelling on negative stuff.
I do feel like though, and I'm with you in the sense that if you can just kind of rise above whatever's there and just let the material be the material, you can get past most. But when you got something like this, and you've got within your community, within the comedy community, people are spreading this thing, this idea that you're lying about having cancer, and it's such a story, right? Like it's a story enough that Jim and I immediately, when we hear there's a comedian lying about having cancer, we're locked in, just because that, whether it's true or not, that's an interesting story.
Yeah,
I mean,
and that's what makes me think that this is one of the few exceptions where you do kind of have to go out of your way and spend some real time and make the people who are spreading this
answer for it
and look like fools, because otherwise this thing is going to spread. There needs to be some kind of succinct, whether it's a video or a post or something, like this is so that whenever this rumor comes up again, somebody else can post, no, they dealt with this, and here it is.
And have people heard your explanation and then still said you were lying after they heard you explain it and saw paperwork or whatever?
I mean, that's the main reason why, is like people still believe that they want to believe. Like I provided proof. I've shown the pictures of me in the hospital. I've got the chemotherapy. I do it on IG Live. I stream it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if anybody doesn't believe me, it's because they just don't want to believe.
Or they
me.
like the narrative of not believing you. They like the idea that somebody lied about it and they can be mad.
But here's what I'm thinking. I mean, because I'm just thinking the way people think. The reason I believe that the story about you faking cancer spread so quickly with no information was because it's a sexy story. It's a story that people, you know what I mean, Jim. Don't make that face at me. Why, you didn't like that description?
Maybe not the adjective sexy.
But you know what I'm saying.
No, I know, but like he's fucking,
anything.
like he's Woodward. You know, stupid asshole.
No, I get where you're coming from.
And I feel like you need to have something in response that is equally as attractive to people, and people like confrontation. I think that it's one thing to say like, hey, I've got all this proof over here. Why is everybody ignoring it? If you had something that was a confrontation where somebody looked foolish,
just run up on like InfoWars dude. Just run up on me.
Exactly.
I mean, literally, Carlos Mencia's career ended.
It imploded, yeah.
It imploded not because of accusations of joke theft, but because there was a video of him getting confronted for it. And that's something that, like, I don't have to be a comedy fan. I'm going to click on a video of watching this guy get confronted for something and go, ooh.
And this is legitimate. It's not like you're confronting for like, you're not for like, oh, I'm going to just make something. It's like they're accusing you of faking, you know, an important part of your life. It's almost like
it goes beyond comedy.
Yeah, like they're saying that you didn't. This is not you. You lied to be. They're accusing you of something horrible.
Right. Like if somebody sent me a link and said, hey, I got a link of this guy that you don't know and you'd never heard of, but he's confronting some other guy that you don't know and you've never heard of for telling people that he's lying about cancer when he's not. I'm watching that video. I want to see the confrontation.
I think also for me, like the difficult part of it is that I wouldn't even know I would only know the first person who started that.
Right.
You know, I can't track her down, you know, so
sure you can. Somebody can.
Somebody can?
If you have somebody who's willing to do.
But if she's out of, I get what he's saying. If she's out of the business, and you need to hire like a private investigator,
or you get somebody who does documentaries, or you get somebody who understands that world or could do a 1 hour. It doesn't have to be like a fucking 8-part, you know, making a murderer. It can just be a 1 hour thing or a half hour, whatever you want it to be.
It can be a 5-minute YouTube.
It could be anything you want it to be. Exactly. You know, just get someone to produce it and let them do all the heavy lifting.
There were so many people, Jim.
What's that?
There were so many comics who
then
were
there's a bunch of people to go to show their posts, to show what she wrote. You pamp, and this one refused to be on camera, that one, and then some guys would come on and apologize. Some guys would double down. It'd be interesting.
I mean, that's why, you brought up the 9/11 thing. That's why the Steve Ranazizi thing just became so huge, because there's a 5-minute video of a guy lying about being at 9/11. Whether I care about comedy or Steve Ranazizi or whatever, is this real? I want to see this guy lying about 9/11.
And Steve has talked about it too, I think.
He's admitted. Oh yeah, he admitted it. I mean, he's talked about it.
He's addressed it.
He's addressed it.
But the thing is, like, he's still getting booked. Yeah, he's on TV. He's great, and his career's going good. For me, it's like, for a person who actually lied about being in a national tragedy, and for a guy who's not lying about having cancer, and the difference of treatment is ridiculous. I don't know what the backlash was for when Steve got exposed. I don't know that. But I do know that the shit I'd have to go through, the hoops I'd have to jump through, is way more excessive than anything else I've ever done. You need
I think a larger platform to say it on, because people don't know the story. I just heard of it. I mean, I'm in comedy. I just heard of it. So let people know more. And again, maybe if it's not Ellen, then somebody else like that high profile TV to come out and go, look, this is what's happened.
I mean, you guys got millions of followers. I'm sure someone will, to spread the word to somebody. But
hopefully.
I reached out to Ellen. I reached out to the producer of Ellen and was like, yo, this is happening. Like, we should do a follow-up story. I thought maybe they do it in a year, right? Hey, comedian had a year to live. Nothing. 2 years. Nothing. 3 years. Nothing. So now it's at the point where we're coming up 4. I'm like, all right, well, I'm giving up hope to try and get on Ellen. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, like, everyone left. Everyone. So I had nobody really. Only people who were defending me were the comics who came to the hospital and saw it. You know what I'm saying? Who visited me during chemo.
Isn't it crazy how that rumor could start like that and not be true?
Yeah. But I mean, it's one of those people. There's a sick part in people's brains where they wanna believe it.
You know what I mean?
You want to believe
original post. Give me a second. I have the girl's original post. The crazy part is like we were Facebook friends when she did that. We were Facebook.
So you saw the post go up.
I saw the post. People were telling me. Like Jeff Dye reached out to me. He was like, "Hey, is this true?" I was like, "No, it's not."
See,
true.
at least Jeff asked you.
Yeah. Instead of just reading the post and be like, "Oh,
Yeah, Jeff asked you.
Give me a second. Give me.
But isn't that wild? Like it's all based on he does. Yeah, he's got a beard. Like like there's all this medical. He's got all these papers. He's got all these posts on Instagram. But the rumor is so salacious that you're like, yeah, he's got a beard. I mean, Jim, we were locked into it when we thought it was true.
Sure, because then you start looking for clues, but we thought it had been confirmed beforehand.
We did. Ari
and then Ari sprung it on us. They had no idea what he was talking about.
Ari, unfortunately, did lead us astray in that, scenario.
When I heard it and I was listening to it, I was like, yo, because he's first, it's like, because he tried to segue from the juicy joke to like, remember that comedian who faked having cancer to get an HBO special? It was like, how do you even, what?
Yeah, we were like, what?
Ari has notoriously bad segues.
He does. He does. He does. And I'm sure, I mean, Ari is honest to a fault.
Yeah, I think that he, because he did tell on himself at the end that he didn't know.
He did. He was perfectly, he's like, I just think that this is true, but I don't know. I don't know.
He is but a conduit.
I'm here to just tell the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's why I think, sometimes normally I'm with the idea that, you just let people say what they're going to say.
Well,
and
we should look up Quincy Jones lying on, we should Google that and just see what it says.
Yeah, I'm down. Look it up.
Quincy Jones lying on what?
So we could see some of the people who have, if he Googles that.
What should he look up, though?
Oh, just Quincy Jones lying and just see if anything comes up. And then you can see people who have, there might be something, there might not be.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Because Quincy's looking at her original post, so maybe it will come up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when those rumors, when you have, you're in a scenario where people are so much quicker to believe the rumor, you just have to get in front of it,
Yeah, oh no, that wasn't almost.
How come you went with Quincy Jones as your performing name?
All right, I was dating a chick at the time, and she said, "I'm gonna come to the open mic and boo you." And so I started.
What was her name? Diana Ross.
I started in Seattle at the Comedy Underground. I was there, and they don't allow first name or one letter sign up. So I was like, at first I put Q. They're like, what is it, Quincy or Quincy? I was like, yeah, Quincy. Like, what's your last name? We don't do one names either. So what is it, Jones? I was like, yeah, Jones. Quincy Jones. So I went with that. Did 3 minutes, and so it sort of went with it.
Why don't they allow one name?
I don't know, man.
That's your name? So they wouldn't let Sinbad go on?
Well, if he's doing like signing up for like open mics or stuff, they just don't want people like, you're not a character, you're just a guy.
Oh, okay.
Right. I mean, there was a bunch of people who said that.
When did the post get posted? Like, how long ago did the
he's looking for it on his phone now.
It's July 2015.
Oh wow! So 2015 is when it kind of starts.
I'm sorry. July 2016. Correction.
So 2016 is when it starts to bubble.
Almost 3 years, 2.5 years.
Yeah. Special came out June 2nd, my birthday. So special came out then. A month, like not even a month later, I get the surgery on July 7th, and I'm coming out of surgery, and I see that shit.
Yeah.
I'm getting the staples taken out. I see that shit. You're getting staples taken out of your fucking stomach, and you see someone saying that you're lying. You're like, it's going to fuck with your brain a little bit.
And have you sat there, like, every time you think that, okay, I think this has died down, I don't think people are really talking about this anymore, it pops back up? Are you going like, oh, my God, you got to be
the most random shit will pop up. Like, nothing that'll even trigger it. It'll just randomly. Just a couple months ago, comic in New York, hey, that comedian lying about cancer dead yet? I'm like, what? I don't.
He said what on...
Did you set it on Facebook? You're just like...
What comic?
I don't remember his name.
It's Sean in Wisconsin.
Let's go to Sean.
Hello,
What's
Sean.
up, bud?
Hey, guys, I 97% believe this guy.
Okay.
And the only reason the 3% is hanging out there,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe he's just a way better person than I am, but if somebody lied about me like that, I would tell the doctors, listen, next time you're in there, give me a needle full of cancer cells. I'm driving to Idaho, and I'm injecting her at her little Idaho ranch with cancer cells and say, look, bitch, if I don't have it, you don't have it. Boom.
Yeah, I'm surprised there hasn't been some kind of a confrontation.
Sure.
Like that would put me. Not that much gets me rageful, but that would get me in a rage.
I don't know how I'd handle it if I had been diagnosed with a terminal illness. Like I would handle it like I think I would handle it now. But if I was Quincy and I don't know what that feels like.
I know it might seem like I'm hella chill about it, but it's only because like I'm black. And like if I get angry, I'm gonna spaz out and like I get enraged.
See, that's what Sam always says.
Right, like I get angry. I've been dealing with this. I've felt the rage. I've wanted to fucking hurt people, but I also realize like that's kind of the price of it. You get some good news, the opposite of the universe is going to balance it out with something bad to try and tear it down.
Just seems like there's more bad than good.
I mean,
like it seems like surviving, not being dead of cancer is the good news.
Right.
But everything else, they're just piling shit on you while you're still here.
If that management company left you.
Oh,
okay, we found the Facebook post.
I was having the hardest year of my life before I took on the care of my mother who was recently diagnosed with dementia. I think I'm doing this because I'm just out of fucks to give about protecting myself from what this might bring on. Quincy Jones is lying about being terminal. I begrudge no comedy opportunity he's gained, but do begrudge how much money he's made on it. If you donated to him and want to sue him to get your money back, contact me and I'll help you navigate that, and I will not charge you anything. The second post on August 13th. Now that was July 16th. Okay. Second post. I've been told accusing Quincy Jones of financial fraud is wrong because I have no proof. I do have proof. While I cannot share all the proof I have at this time, I can share the proof far and away more convincing than the proof many people are criminally convicted on every day. Others think I did this out of jealousy or bitterness. I honestly just blah, 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 blah. So the point is...
Can I say it? I'm not going to read it.
Go ahead.
So was the proof ever presented?
No, Sam. There's no proof.
Yeah.
You can't back up a lie.
Right.
You can keep backing up a lie with more lies, but there's no proof.
Right, and the reason there's no proof is because she's
lying.
Right, I understand. Okay, that makes sense.
This random motherfucker just said that with no nothing. I was looking for it. I knew I fucking had it.
Yeah, did you screen grab it?
No, it's favorite. It was in my favorites.
Let me ask you. She said that Quincy Jones is lying about being terminal. Now, is she saying that you're lying about having cancer, or that you're lying about the prognosis?
I don't know.
She's saying lying about being terminal. So, I mean, her words are not that you're lying about cancer, but being terminal. But either way,
it's still.
I mean, we just heard Dr. Steve.
Sure, it's a terminal diagnosis.
Just because he's not dead yet doesn't mean it's not terminal.
And just because the prognosis could be 1 to 7, or that's still a terminal diagnosis of stage 4.
Yeah, he beat the odds and is surviving longer, which should be celebrated.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean it's not terminal.
Not with comics.
Yeah.
Not with and you'd think that if I had blown up and turned into like an asshole or something like that,
right?
And was like just Rick James and motherfuckers and just like slapping. I can understand people like, yo, this dude's fucking tripping. Like Flame's gone to his head. I'm still at open mics. I'm still working on material. I'm still supporting motherfuckers. People get good shit all the time. A lot of comics get good shit. I'm still encouraging them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm being supportive, and it's just amazing how quick shit changes. Let me find a voice recording for you guys real quick.
Who's it a voice recording of?
It's of the doctor. Of the doctor. Let me say, I'm trying to find.
You can always tell we'll know because you can tell a doctor's voice.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
when you
I'm
hear
listening to you guys right now. Oh, he's in studio.
He was lying. The doctor was lying.
I'm going to accuse Dr. Steve of lying.
Yeah, Dr. Steve. So far, I believe Quincy Jones, the comedian in here, way more than I believe.
That's right.
Dr. Steve.
Yeah, guys, great show today.
All right, give me a second.
So we got comedian Quincy Jones. Who's that?
Yeah.
All right, good. Glad
I have found no holes in comedian Quincy Jones' story and several in Dr. Steve's.
But listen to this. This is the paperwork. That's a stack of paperwork.
It's a hell of a lot of paperwork.
Yeah.
It's
so just to give you guys context, this is them. I told you they woke me up out of dilated dreams to fucking tell me this. So I want everyone
to did they know it was being recorded? Did you record it just so you had it, or?
Yeah, I told them. I was they knew.
I think you guys were coming because it was so late in the day. So it's just in my abdomen?
It's in the abdomen, it's in the lung, or the area around the lung, that whole lining of the lung.
The whole lining of the lung?
Yeah, it's in that whole area. So the treatment that we would offer would be chemotherapy, which is, drugs through an IV.
Is it just in those two spots? Or
That's what we can see on the scan. Now, sometimes the scans don't see everything.
right.
The way this tumor is it sort of goes throughout these linings, so it doesn't show up as a big ball or a big tumor necessarily. It just
Okay, so
sort of,
how much time do I have?
so in the studies that they've done in the with the lung version of this, which is very similar, with the best chemotherapy, the average survival was about a year.
Okay.
That was average. Now, obviously, some people do better, some people do worse. Some people respond really well to chemotherapy, some don't. And the only way to find that out is to start giving it to you and see what happens to your tumors.
So how soon can we start chemotherapy?
We can start as soon as tomorrow.
Let's do it.
I mean, that's pretty
Wow.
convincing. I'm really glad that you recorded that.
I'm really glad you were doped up too, because that's a terrible diagnosis to hear, and you handled it pretty well.
Is that why you recorded it? Because you were doped up and you wanted to make sure that you got what he was saying?
I mean, like, I was on like 3 or 4 milligrams of Dilaudid, like through the IV. So I was drugged up because I got it every couple hours for pain. And so, I mean, that's also the thing. Some people would be like, oh, I see Quincy Jones drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I see him drinking. I see him having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And like at the time, I mean, I just put out a special. I just finally gotten rewarded for all the toiling I'd done in comedy, open mic. So I was happy. I was in a good place. But also I'm in pain. I do take pain meds a lot. So for people to be like, oh, I see him out having a good time, he's definitely lying about having cancer. It's like, you guys, your stories, your excuses are getting weaker every time I hear it.
Yeah, that's a rough one because you do hear that sometimes, and it's like that doesn't make any sense.
Don't smile. You have cancer.
Right. Makes no sense.
Don't feel good ever.
Yeah. So it's like, so I got the proof, I got the biopsy, I got the recording, I had all this stuff, and no one bothered to do any fact check. My oncologist, Dr. Gino my oncologist was like, do you want me to go on Ellen? I'd love to go on Ellen. I was like, I don't know Ellen like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I could,
Dr. Steve is going to try to squeeze on Ellen.
Yeah,
I'd be happy to go on and plug Howard.
So it's that's what it was. I was mad because I've dealt with cancer my whole life. My mom had cancer, non-blood related Hodgkin's lymphoma. My grandma passed of pancreatic cancer. I've dealt with cancer my whole life. So for me to have cancer and then someone be like, you're lying about having cancer, plus all the shit that you got with survivor's remorse. You know what I'm saying? You got people. I literally have people on social media being like, my grandfather had peritoneal mesothelioma and he died. I wish you were dead and he was here. And I was like, damn, I didn't. All this for what?
Right.
For what?
Right.
Like I'm not gonna. I'm supposed to apologize for living. Sorry, I didn't die.
Yeah.
Sorry. So the name of my next special is called Still Here. Uh-huh. And and like I'm just trying to move on from it and address it and hopefully do things differently this time around. We
have a couple of people. Ashley in Arizona wants to ask a question. What's up, Ashley?
Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning, Ashley.
Yeah, Quincy, I'm so fucking sorry, and I now that I just heard that clip, I kind of feel bad that I even called. But I think until I had heard Ari on the other day, I didn't really know your story, so I started looking it up, and I think it was the terminal part that was getting to people, but that clip that you just played is kind of a tell-all that you were under the impression that you were going to die, and it's awesome that you're still here. So I guess my question is turned to a congratulations on that. But yeah, that's what I was going to say was that the terminal part didn't line up. So
thank you, Ashley. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what Dr. Steve was saying too. That it's supposed to be good news when you have a diagnosis that's terminal and you don't end up dying as quickly as they thought you were going to. That's just supposed to be like, oh, great. Oh, terrific.
Well, Dr. Steve said, the prognosis for this one is much better. So I'm thinking 20 years, 5 years, or 7.
Yeah.
Like, it's terminal, but it's a much longer, relatively speaking, 5 to 7 years, a lot better than 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah. And Eric has some advice. Eric in New York. Eric, you there, bud? Yeah, hey, bud.
Yeah, hi guys. Yeah, listen, I'm hearing the story. It sounds like he has all the documents to prove it. The only thing you need, man, you need to hire an attorney and sue this woman for defamation of character. Because if she ruined your career like that, if for 2 years you haven't been able to get on Ellen or get a special or get booked somewhere, you have a great lawsuit against her.
Yeah, I mean,
hire an attorney.
If it's cost you income, I mean, that's kind of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't have money for a lawyer. I don't have it.
I think lawyers work on a percentage.
Yeah,
Something like that.
for those type.
Yeah, well,
I mean, if you could find out
out of her anyway.
Yeah, it's actually
If she quit comedy and just move,
that goes back to your point about
It's not worth
suing broke comics. It's like, what are you gonna get?
Right. You know, I mean, I can get my name cleared.
You can get your name cleared,
but at the same time, now it's like you think management. You're in the industry. You think management's going to come back around and be like, "Hey, all right."
Other management might though. Whatever shipper has left you, especially if it was just for this. If it was for other reasons, that's one thing. But if it was for this, other management will, I'm sure, pick you up. And I would suggest, personally, I would just do some kind of a filmed piece on it because I think that's faster. And a confrontation or just presenting all the facts and how crazy this is, because it's an interesting story. And it's also a great statement about believing a rumor that you have no reason to believe, other than the fact that it's more fun to believe the rumor than it is to believe the truth. The truth is less interesting. Wow, this poor guy got diagnosed and it sucks and he's going to, he has a terrible diagnosis. But the rumor of he lied, fuck, that's interesting.
You got to make
the sandwich that's sexy.
I mean, I tried. I tried to reach out to Amanda Seals.
Yeah,
blocked me and everything. Like the reason why, like these people don't want confrontation, mainly because they
did Amanda Seals say stuff? About you?
Yeah, Amanda Seals was like, "Oh yeah, he's lying about having cancer." Blocked and everything, every social media site. So I've reached out to people.
Did you know Amanda?
Yeah, I knew Amanda.
And then what happened that she decided to turn and say?
I have no idea. I met Amanda when she first moved out from New York to LA. Met her at a show, took her around to open mics. I show love, so when that happened, I was like, I felt completely powerless. That's what sent me into depression, not just Amanda Seals, but like everything weighing on me, just being like, yo, like I haven't been booked at a club in over a year. I've reached out to the clubs I went to. No one's fucking with me. A new management company, Avalon. I just got word through a contact. They were like, yeah, no one's really gonna fuck with them because of the faking cancer thing.
Oh man, like so it's really hurt your career.
It's
terribly.
Really hurt, dude. Like I'm like for real, like all not fucking around. Like
right.
It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And so like I'm trying to work a day. I can't work a day job because I get treatment every 3 weeks. Otherwise I would. You know what I'm saying? Because it usually puts me out for a week. 3 to 5 days. So that's gone. So I'm trying to figure out how to hustle, how to make bread. To keep a roof over my head. And I got motherfuckers, when I have great show ideas, been rewritten over and over again to pitch, and people are like, yeah, nah.
Hello, James.
Jim, welcome, man.
All right, can I come straight up?
Sure.
Yeah, come on in.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just flew here.
Just got off the plane. I haven't been to my hotel yet.
Wow.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
man.
welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, who talked about Jim when he was in? Was oh my God, Rob O'Neill.
Rob O'Neill, yeah.
And he mentioned you. He said you guys hang out. How do you know him?
Well, I met him. A friend of a friend said that he wanted to meet me, and I was like, yeah, I'll meet the guy who shot Bin Laden.
Yeah.
He's a good guy to go and drink with, because if you get into a fight in a bar, you're like, all right, fuck yeah, man. I got the guy who shot Bin Laden. I'll be all right in this fight.
Do they all know who he is or no?
He's the worst at keeping the secret. Oh. You know what I mean? Like he came out. The first time I met him, he came over to my house for a barbecue, and I was like, I had all my friends before sitting around, like a few comics you probably know, but and I was like, okay, I'm not meant to tell you, all right? I'm meant to keep this secret. But the guy who shot Bin Laden's coming over, all right? Now, don't say anything, but, you'll know who he is, like that, right? And he comes over, and there's like 3 other sort of Navy SEALs with him who don't have as an attractive a girlfriend. And then this fucking ginger fucker comes over with his smoking hot girl. And then you're like, all right, that's the guy who shot Bin Laden.
Figured it out, yeah.
And so within like a few minutes, I walked up to him and said, hey, look, I didn't tell anyone, but I know who you are, and thanks for what you did. And then he went, what, did I shot Bin Laden? And then he didn't fucking shut up for about an hour and a half. Just kept on going on about it.
Do you think that they knew, like, after the mission was complete, they were like, okay, which one shot Bin Laden? Rob got him. Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's the one guy that's pressing the T-shirt.
He was, because he went up the stairs. He went up the stairs to do it, and there was a guy in front of him. And then he opened the door, and then he dragged, because Bin Laden had 2 of his wives standing in front of him.
Yeah.
He dragged the wives off, and then Rob shot him. And it's like, man, that's the fucking difference between winning the lottery and not. Like,
I dragged Bin Laden's wives off of him. Yeah, nice story. But who's the guy that shot him?
Yeah, I opened the door.
He's the fucking Buzz Aldrin of fucking Bin Laden.
Yeah. First man you said to walk the... No, but I was on the same trip.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
just
know.
an interesting guy.
Isn't it? What we did on the TV show, we did a field piece where me and Rob went out and shot some guns, and he taught me about different things. We shot a sniper rifle at a watermelon each, and at the end of the piece, we thought that would be a nice little ending. We both shoot a fucking watermelon or whatever. He missed.
He missed.
And he missed on film, and I think that he plays it off like, as a bit for Comedy Central. No, he fucking missed, man. And then, like, we show that one that he missed, and then he walks over and he goes, yeah, and he starts looking at it like, oh, maybe the alignment on this one, because he had another go, missed again. And I was like, why don't you have a fucking go on my gun? My gun works. My gun works. Missed again.
Wow.
It was maybe... I don't know. He never got it. It was like 4 or 5 goes in the end.
How far?
I just went up with a shot. Not far. These guns can shoot like a couple of miles. This thing, like I ran over and placed the watermelon and ran back. I don't know, 200 meters.
Is it possible that he just got lucky with the Bin Laden thing?
I think maybe he's not a sniper. He shot Bin Laden pretty close. He was in SEAL Team 6.
Right.
The guy's the real fucking deal.
Yeah.
I always think that's weird because I met one time I went out drinking with him and there was like a few other members of SEAL Team 6. What do the other SEAL teams do? What are the first 5?
Yeah, I'm a Navy SEAL,
Yeah.
SEAL Team 6. No, Team 4.
Yeah.
But still.
Team 4, we're craft services.
So was you with the Team 6? That was with him or other members?
The ones that were with him. When I say till SEAL teams, it was like 3 or 4 guys. It wasn't, the whole the whole team. But I've hung out with them. I also once went over to. He rang me up and he said, I'm drinking with a friend called Charlie. If you want to, it was fucking Charlie Sheen. That was a surreal.
You hung with Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen and Rob O'Neill and me all got hammered over at Charlie Sheen's house once. Yeah.
Wow. How was that?
It was all right. I was the most sober person there. I remember thinking, it's like Charlie had his girlfriend there and stuff. It was just them all telling stories. There's not much more to the story than the fact that I just name dropped with no story.
Well, Charlie
That's
Sheen,
the worst way to do it.
Charlie Sheen and Rob O'Neill definitely have better stories than a comic. I mean, I would much rather. I think Charlie Sheen probably has the best stories.
It's one of those ones where you sit down, you shut up, and you just go, okay, well, you tell me your tale.
Because you realize, as you're sitting there with Charlie Sheen and Rob O'Neill, my best story is sitting here with Rob O'Neill and Charlie Sheen.
This is my best story. It's happening.
Yeah, this is happening right now. So I'm going to let you guys carry the weight on this one.
Yeah, he's got a lot of baseball memorabilia. That's a lot.
Yeah, he loves baseball,
yeah,
right?
like loads of fucking like some contract that fucking Babe Ruth signed or some shit hanging up on his wall.
And he just had one girlfriend with him?
He did. Yeah.
You mean Charlie?
Yeah, Charlie.
Oh, I think Rob O'Neill. Okay,
Charlie's
obsessed with baseball.
Yeah, Charlie only had the one girlfriend. That was after Brie Olson and whoever that other one was. They were long gone by that stage.
Yeah, he had the 2 point. Brie and the other girl were like his 2 side.
He was the
girls.
goddesses.
Yeah.
Remember
the
that?
goddesses? That's what he called them. Yeah,
that was that whole era where what happened with him when he was just doing that winning and all that type of stuff.
I think that's right after he tested positive. I'm guessing that's not long.
No,
after.
no.
That was before.
He tested positive way afterwards because those girls all of a sudden they got tested on TV. See, Brie Olson claims she doesn't like. They all got tested afterwards.
I thought Tiger Blood and all that shit.
No, that was
about.
before.
No. Tiger Blood's something to do with Apocalypse Now and.
Yeah,
I didn't realize
he
that.
started doing all the winning stuff and completely changed. He did the winning stuff as he was leaving whatever the TV show
you're
was.
right. Yes.
Two and a half
men. Yeah,
and it was one of these things. I've spoken to a few people that worked on that show, and they reckon he always showed up.
right.
Yeah, and they reckon that's the why they couldn't really pin him because they were like, oh, his car's been pushed off an edge of a cliff in Malibu and he's taking cocaine every day. They reckon he showed up every day and knew his lines and fucking that was why they couldn't really fire him.
He's a pro.
They went, you're a bad person, but he was the one on set that was fucking delivering every time.
Right. I'm doing the job asked. I can do it. And when I'm not doing the job, don't worry about it.
And the character was playing a deadbeat.
Right.
And so it's like,
I thought the show was better without him, just like Roseanne. The Connors was much better.
You like it better.
Absolutely.
Yes. Is the Connors still going? Is that still?
I haven't heard a real buzz about season 2.
I think it's still on, but the only reason I think it's still on is because I haven't heard that it's off.
I like now that Roseanne's just cutting loose. She's just going to airports, going, there's no Me Too. Like she's just gone like full.
Well, yeah,
nuts.
now there's nothing to lose.
There's nothing to lose.
You put her in a position where there's nothing to lose, so she's going to just sit there and say like, Me Too is bullshit. This is ridiculous.
The thing about the Connors and Roseanne, that show, watching it now, I don't think they used to do it in the past, is like every storyline is like, this is stuff that's going on. Roseanne dies from opioids, and one of the kids is transsexual, and then
Topical.
Everything's like, that's the world, right? We're doing the world.
Yeah, it's not really telling stories. They're just like, we want to represent the world we live in today.
Yeah, the world that's happening.
So it feels like it's not an older show. They want it to feel like it's happening right now.
Yeah, but somehow every issue is taking place inside one household.
Yeah, that's important.
We're also calling it the Connors. These people, you look at the picture of them, they shouldn't be living together.
No, they're all old.
You should all have your own homes.
Right. You see your family maybe once a year.
It's because now it's basically Grandpa's house.
Yeah.
Right? Now for another episode of Grandpa's house.
Yeah.
And then we all seem to visit at the same time and then just leave. No one's even living there.
Yeah, let's all move in. He lost mom, so let's all move into Grandpa's house. And then it's been 2 years, and you're like, get out.
John Goodman's just like a bag of skin now. He's just
He dropped a lot of weight, right?
He dropped a lot of weight.
I don't know, man. These old people that lose weight, I guess it's healthy, but they all end up looking 80 years older. Like they all look like geriatric when they start losing this weight.
You got to lose the weight young, otherwise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Clinton looks horrible.
Well, because the skin has no elasticity. It just kind of fucking sits there.
Which Clinton?
Bill.
Oh, Bill, right.
Both, but Bill looks worse.
Yeah, like you see Bill now and you're like, oh my God, is he sickly? No, he's very, very healthy. What?
How old is he?
He does look like he's recovered from something. He'd be tipping 80, surely.
72.
Is he 70?
I think he's 72.
Exactly.
You never want that when you're 72. He's only 72? That's a shit thing to hear.
It's like my grandmother, when she died at like 73, she looked like she was fucking 100.
Right.
She looked like death.
What'd she die of?
Oh, just old age or something. It wasn't like a stroke or anything. She just never looked healthy, you know.
Yeah.
My mother's thought she was dying a whole life. She thinks she's dying.
This is it. She's not doing well.
The thing I found out about over the years, I used to like tell people like, "Oh, my mother's really sick. She might not pull through." I was like, and then there's nothing wrong with her. she just tells people she's dying all the time. She's like 77. She's going to live. I'm at the moment. I'm putting my mother into a nurse. I'm not putting my mother into a nursing home, but I'm paying to. My mother's going to a nursing home, and that's a fun little thing to do in life because I can't, she can't move in with me. I live in America. She couldn't even fly. And also
Why can't she fly?
She's too big to fly. She hasn't been able to fly for years. She get blood clots in her legs.
Oh.
She couldn't even go to her son's wedding across the country. She hasn't been able to fly for her. I've offered to fly her out to, America and stuff like that. But and also she just hasn't moved for many, many years.
How big is she?
Well, at her peak, she was well over 300 pounds, but now she's a bit small.
That's not that big. I mean,
yeah, we're used to watching those like 700-pound life shows.
No. But no. But for an Australian, that's a big person. For an American, that's just a healthy, jolly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she couldn't travel or anything like that. But now, so the Australian government does this thing where you got to pay like $600,000 to put them in the nursing home.
Wow.
And for a good one. And what happens is after they die, you get it back, but they gain all the interest and stuff like that, right? So there's a little bit of an outlay. So they could sell their house and do it, but I'm gonna do it. But there is like $100,000 option, which isn't quite as nice, where you share with about four.
But
and I've been holding that over ahead of it. I'm going to do the 600,000, but I'm just like every time she says something mean about me, I'm like, oh yeah. So which home are you looking at? I've got this other brochure here you might be interested in.
And can you theoretically move her out?
No, I won't.
But while she's there,
I could in theory.
Right.
What's the difference between the two nurses? What's a $600,000 nursing home and a $100,000 nursing home?
I think you get your own room. and you get probably in Sydney, you probably get a nice view of the harbour or something like that.
I would hate having to share a room in a nursing home.
Yeah. That's what she said. This is my mother. She said, she goes, if I have to share a room, I will kill myself. And like that says everything you need to know about the woman. That she rather than have company, she would rather be dead.
Well, imagine getting to that point in life. You live your whole life. You figured everything out, and at the very end, you have to go back to just living in a room with another person.
Yeah, but what if she met like fucking her B. Arthur and she golden girled it up towards it? How old do you reckon was the youngest golden girl at the beginning of the season?
66 or 67 is a total guess.
Like early 50s. Right?
Yeah.
Callahan was early 50s.
I think it's way,
girl.
way younger than we think.
Yeah, way younger. Like I have exes that are now that age. You know what I mean? Like early 50s. Rue McCallaghan was. Yes, we're living out our golden years. I feel like even like over 50 communities.
Yeah, she was
now.
53.
53.
Oh, okay. So wait a
when
minute,
the series began.
How do you?
She was 60. She was only 60
when it ended.
When it ended.
How do you break it to your mother? Or does she say, "I want to go to a nursing home," or do you have to call and go, "Look, you got to go"?
Well, she fell over too many times. It was like we gave her a life alert necklace, and she was falling over on a weekly basis, and the ambulance was coming.
Gosh.
And the ambulance was like, "We can't keep showing up. This is okay." So my brother gets married. And I said, look, I'll fly my dad out to the wedding. And I said, Mum, I'll fly you out if the doctor says you can. Otherwise, I'll pay for nursing to come over to the house every day and check on you every couple of, And she goes, oh, no problem. So I pay for this nurse. And fucking the nurse left. And within a minute, she decided she'd go to the bathroom for something. And she falls over. She falls over fucking naked. And the nurse isn't coming back for 4 hours. So... But she eventually, when the nurse came back, the nurse couldn't lift her back up, and they call an ambulance. But the ambulance knows that who she is, and they're like, "Oh no, Carolyn's fallen over again." and they go, "Give her a book to read or something like that. We'll be over in an hour." Right? And they were in a hurry. So in that time, she's laying naked on the floor. She just rings up during the wedding, like, I want to see what's going on at the wedding. This old woman with her tits up around her fucking head, laying on the porcelain floor going, it's a lovely wedding.
See, after a while, you keep. My mother fell recently and broke her shoulder replacement. Once you're a certain age, you just keep fucking. There's nothing you can do. Every time you fall, it's a major problem.
You're just falling over. Once you can't get back up. I bought her one of those chairs where you hit a button and it helps you stand. That's your last chair, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. There's no other chair after that. There's no other bit of designer furniture.
How does that work?
It's like a transformer. So it sort of like goes, so it's all like flat. So the seat's there, the back's there, the bottom there. Then you stand against it, you hit the button, and then it folds back into a chair.
Oh, okay.
There we go. There's a version of these chairs that help you stand.
So it almost like tips you out of
it.
throw
you out.
It throws you out.
Yeah, it's like an ejector seat for the living room.
And then you're like, I'm up.
Is it that hard to get up? I guess it is.
It does eventually.
Well, not for you, but
no. But I mean, when you're old, is it that hard?
Well, also 300 pounds doesn't help.
I have a sofa in my house that's very low, and then like sometimes I'm like, and I do that rock back and forth before I get the momentum.
Yeah, I wish this chair could get up for me. I don't understand why I have to put the effort in.
Yeah. That's it's what the old people do is they fuck up houses right before they die. Right before you inherit the house, there's like
they put a whole bunch of old person.
There's a fucking bath with a door in it. And there's like a railing that goes up the stairs.
Yeah, the chair that like
fucking Soprano's mother.
Wasn't that great? Remember when Janice was getting fucked from behind with a gun, and you just hear the chair coming down from the stairs. They have to quickly put their clothes back on.
Hey, congrats on being an American citizen.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was fun. When you do it, it's my ex was Canadian, and when my baby was very little, I said, oh, you should probably get it done so that so that someone else is American in the family. And I remember because Obama gave a very good he was a good talker.
Mm-hmm.
Obama gave a good good like welcome to the country thing is America, and there was like, and then they play like who's it proud to be an American.
Yeah.
There's people crying and shit, right? It's very sweet. And but then like I don't think Trump rehearsed his welcome to America speech. Like I don't think he had a writer come in or anything.
He just I'm gonna wing it.
Yeah, but it's a recorded thing. It's
Right.
like it gets shown every week when people are fucking doing this, and then it's just like, so you swear in and congratulations, you're an American. Everyone hugs and cheers. And they go, now a message from the president. He's like, really great, really fantastic, fantastic, just great, well done, great country, amazing country, fantastic country, and then he goes. There was some line that he says, maybe not assimilate, but he goes like, try to act like us a bit.
So this isn't about bringing your culture here. So forget all that. We got what we're doing.
We did it once. I got sworn in on the show, and I also did like the official one where you go to like it's like a warehouse in a convention center. Mm-hmm. There's thousands of you, like 3,000 of you, and then like another 4,000 friends and family watching. Like it's a big auditorium. Sure. They give you a little flag. Anyway, so then they give you a certificate, and then like this is with outside. There's a whole lot of Mexican people that may be illegal selling you like frames. Like, hey, you want to put it in a frame, right? And so you're like, all right, I'll buy one of those frames of you for $5. You know?
How long did it take you?
What the actual ceremony?
The process.
Oh, from beginning to end, it took about 18 months. Like I had my green card for 8-9 years before that.
And that was because you came over and you were doing gigs, you were working.
Yeah, I think I got sponsored by HBO back in the day, and you know I had enough gigs in the diary and stuff like that. You pay enough taxes and stuff. I applied a few times to get the green card before I eventually got it, and then I had the green card maybe 7 years. You can have it 5 years before you actually do it. And a lot of people just keep getting the green card renewed, but I thought, you know, I have an American child and I like living here, and I thought, yeah, I might as well fucking do it and feel like it. Also, it's nice to be able to commit crimes.
They can't throw you out.
Can't throw you out. Every time I had like any drugs in my pocket, I was like, this could be the end of me. Well, now it's just like I'll go to court, the rap on the knuckle, I assume. I don't know. I'm carrying kilos constantly.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
But so they give you this certificate. And like I remember this sense of pride where I'm like, wow, I got this fucking certificate. And then like I had to travel soon, so I had to go get my passport. So you go down to the post office, and the certificate you fought your whole life to get, and then the lady behind the counter is just like, okay, and she just takes it off you. And then you're like, you're gonna mail that back? Can I have a copy or anything? Oh, don't worry about it. All right. And so they don't. And I go, how long will it be? They go anywhere between a few weeks and 2 months. And so, like, the 3 weeks come around, you're like, still haven't got it. And then they delivered my passport to me. That came, and that just came in the post.
Right.
Not like fucking no special signing, just sitting in my mailbox. Like, I'm mildly famous. People can figure out my mailbox is just outside. You could have fucking reached in there and grabbed my passport.
Sure.
It's just sitting there. But then the big one was my certificate came back like a month later. Like I'd given up hope on ever having my citizenship certificate again. I was researching how to get another one. You know, and then it was folded and rolled up and shoved into my box. So I have this very creased... Because I was like, when I brought it home, I was like laying it
pristine.
Flat, like, this is beautiful. It's got like a little fucking gold certificate lilted thing on it. And then now it's all shitty and crinkled up because my postman's a cunt.
And you had no arrests or anything like that before you came here?
No. I have a clean record.
That's good.
Don't know how that's worked, but it's...
But it is.
I haven't done nothing really. I've done nothing bad, really, really bad in my life. I don't think that deserves... I've done things where, you know, where you go, like, yeah, you're taking drugs or gone over the speed limit or things like that, but nothing too serious where I think I'm a bad person.
Simple irresponsibilities. It's a lot different than being a menace to society.
Anyone who says they've never broken the law, that's bullshit. You've never broken the law in any way. You've never gone over the speed limit.
Jaywalking.
Every single person. I defy anyone to say they've never broken the law.
Yeah. Well, listen, the Jim Jefferies Show, Season 3, premieres next Tuesday at 10:30 on Comedy Central. That's amazing. You're going to be at the Mirage in Las Vegas Friday and Saturday. That's amazing.
Friday and Saturday there. That's always a fun gig. It's always good.
Yeah.
Are you under control in Vegas or no?
What do you mean under
I mean, is
control?
it a difficult place for you? Because if I go to certain places, I act worse than in other places.
Oh, so I behave myself. I take my girlfriend.
Oh,
Just to make sure.
Yeah,
Because then you're
just to make sure.
accountable.
Yeah, I become very Cirque du Soleil in Vegas. I'm like, we have to see a show. Because I know if I see a show, I'm behaving myself.
Right. We have to do things that'll fill the
I don't
time.
give a fuck if it's Celine Dion. I'm seeing something. Because my shows are at like 10 p.m., so I can always catch an early, like, fucking Beatles love show or something else that's in the casino that you wonder at. I think I've seen, because I'm in the same theater as Terry Fader.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen that fucking ventriloquist a couple of times. He's all right. It's all right. He's more of an impersonator than anything. I have a weird thing for ventriloquism where I kind of like it. It's like a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
I know it's stupid to fucking come with a puppet who's acting like his lips aren't moving. But you go,
it's entertaining.
It's entertaining.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's pretending it's two people, but it's really just him. And I understand.
And then when you see the lips move, you go, oh, that's Otto and George was one of my favorite fucking things ever.
Yeah. Well, there's always something. I mean, I'm always interested in ventriloquists. Like, why would you? Jeff Dunham too. Like, why would you need that puppet to kind of block the attention away from you? You want all this attention, but you want it to go through the puppet.
Yeah. What was it in your childhood when you bought the first puppet?
Right. And then at what point did you go, no, we're going all the way with this?
Yeah. And also, it's not just like it should just be about the jokes, but then they go, oh, now I'm going to drink water. While I'm doing it. It's like, it might as well, like, because I know a guy in Britain who used to do the puppets and stuff like that, but then he just did ventriloquism, but just got rid of the puppet. Just did his show without his lips moving.
That's amazing.
And it's like creepy, but it's like, oh, he's got no puppet.
But you gotta be like the best at it, because the point about having a puppet is if your lips move a little bit, it's okay because people are hopefully looking at the puppet. But if there is no puppet, your lips can't move an inch.
No, I just think fucking. Would we all be angry if the lips moved? We'd be all right.
I prefer if they don't, but again, with Otto, you didn't care.
Yeah,
but if there's no puppet, you're like, what if the lips are moving? You're going, well, why are you trying to just move your lips then?
Yeah, Otto like tried, but it's like you could tell.
He got a little caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
But it was fun with Otto. I never.
Also, his puppet was so dark, its brains blew out the back.
Yeah, the Kennedy Dealey Plaza. You're very salty.
It was great. Mark Normand is here, and Mike Lawrence joins us now. What's going on, buddy?
Hey. Hey, Mike.
How's it going?
Good, buddy. How
Good.
you doing?
Welcome to the show, man.
Thanks, man.
Of course. Mike's going to be at Caroline's this weekend.
Woo-wee! That's a milestone.
Yeah.
Headline at Caroline's.
Oh, have you done it before?
No, not a headline.
Oh, this is your
weekend.
first time. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep, tonight through Saturday, you can see Mike Lawrence at Caroline's. Of course, MikeLawrenceComedy.com. What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm good, yeah.
Good. That didn't sound that convincing.
Yeah.
Fine.
A new Avengers Endgame trailer just dropped.
Okay, that's what we were talking about during
I don't
the
know how I
commercial.
feel about it.
Let's take a look,
You
because
mean you don't know if you like it or it stinks, or you don't know if you love it or it's amazing?
I think I might not like it. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It feels like a multi-cam sitcom without any jokes.
Because Rob and Travis came in here during the break and just comparing boners over this trailer. But at this point, Marvel could literally just have a picture of a piece of shit and go, here's the new Avengers movie.
Called the Sam story.
These two idiots would freak out over absolutely anything that Marvel puts out at this point.
That's not true. I thought Captain America or Captain Marvel was okay.
Oh, shut up.
I liked it. I didn't think it was great.
Well, yeah, I know you did.
Rob's
Do you
way
like
worse
Marvel
than I am.
stuff?
Yeah, I love it.
Give me a backstory. I don't know what
Rob,
number
though,
is this?
Rob watches
10.
CW superhero
10.
movies.
15.
I used to.
No, this is the 22nd film.
22. It's
What?
Marvel Part 22.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What was the first?
Iron Man.
Oh, where are you up to 22?
Yeah.
Is this
Holy
the end of
hell.
the Avengers thing now, or no?
It's the second part of the stupid Thanos movie.
Oh.
Stupid Thanos movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
The sad
boy.
thing is, I could probably list them all off in chronological order, but people who've already bought tickets would then ask for their money back. It would do nothing to help me promote the shows.
So you're actually a comic book fan.
Oh, massively. I have a Green Lantern wedding ring. My favorite superhero is The Thing, wearing his T-shirt. Yeah.
So you're not one of these like Marvel movie fanboys like Travis and Rob who will any piece of shit Marvel puts out, they'll just go, "Oh, this is great."
No, my theory is they've
Not
only
true.
had like 6 great movies, but they sprinkle them enough so that you think they're all good.
Captain America 1 sucked.
That was
kinda
like 10
mediocre.
years ago.
A lot of them are
So?
TV pilots. Like they're not even like great movies. Yeah,
I mean,
Why
here's-
the thing? Sorry, Sam. Why the thing?
because he's ugly and Jewish like me. Yeah.
I didn't like.
You're Jewish?
Yeah.
My issue with the Thanos movie, I'm not going to sit here and say it's a bad movie because obviously it's a good movie, but the problem with the Thanos movie was after 2.5 hours, I felt like we got to the end of Act 2,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Okay, tune in for the next movie in 2 years," and I was like, "What? Why did I
Right.
just sit through 2.5 hours? I thought we were going to tell the whole story here." And we get there, and it's like, "Yeah, we're not quite done."
I like what they did with that. I thought that was cool.
Maybe it's because I don't watch that many superhero movies, and so when I was like, "Okay, I'm finally going to
Yeah.
watch one," and they were like, "No, you have to watch at least 2."
I saw it 4 times in the theater, and my favorite
So it was
time
okay.
with the third. I mean, that one was everything I wanted. Infinity War was phenomenal.
Uh-huh.
Fucking awesome.
Do I have to watch anything before that before I watch
We
it?
went over
went
what
through
you
this,
have to
dude.
watch.
I'm not going over 10 years of
Yeah,
stuff.
no, you don't have
He
to.
said he had to watch all 7 seasons of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. we had the list already.
Have you seen that?
All of Iron Fist.
Yes, of course.
But Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I love myself too.
Iron Fist sucked.
I can't do it all. No,
Iron
there's
Fist.
too much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Let's see the trailer. I'll see if I can
All right.
get anything out of this.
Let's watch the
Yeah.
trailer. This is it just dropped. It's when did it drop? It's got 474,000 views already.
Those are all Mike.
Hour and a half ago.
Wow.
I'm watching it now. No.
This movie's gonna bomb.
It dropped. This is the new trailer for Marvel's Avengers Endgame. Which, by the way, it's not the end game. They're just the superheroes are going to come together and kill Thanos.
Yeah, but continuation game isn't a good title.
It's like Nanette. You gotta say you're quitting.
Yeah, that's right.
She's actually the villain. No.
God, seems like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave, became Iron Man.
We saw that in the
Realized I loved
theater
you.
together, Mike.
Yeah, we did. You were supposed to save me a seat, and I sat in the aisle.
I knew
Well,
said
there's
no more
minorities.
Is that the Iron Man flying car? Whatever it
No,
is?
that's a spaceship.
That's the technical name for it.
Hey, you gotta get that merch in, baby. Get
Yeah.
that fucking merch.
Is that Iron Man spaceship?
I guess.
No, dude, it's the Iron Man flying car.
Oh.
Tesla.
Why are you acting like you can make fun of this for being stupid when you're in there with a boner?
I'm
for
making
it?
fun of Jim for being stupid.
Jim, I actually didn't think you were stupid on that. I think that the flying car is a dumb thing.
Thank you. It is stupid.
It's stupid, isn't
Big
it?
wings like a bird.
Spaceship. Do you
Yeah,
sit
what do
there?
you want?
Are you like, oh, I want to see I wonder what Iron Man's spaceship is
No,
going to
I'm
look
not.
like.
No.
You're not sitting there curious about
No,
it.
I'm not.
Oh, I hope they have a clearer shot of Iron Man's
Yeah,
new
no, I'm not.
spaceship.
I hope he turns into fucking Julian from Less Than Zero as Tony Stark.
He was actually on coke in that whole movie.
I know.
Fun fact. Is Iron Man still rich? I know Tony Stark is rich.
Is he still?
Yeah.
Does he still have all his cash?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you afford a spaceship, right?
But you'd think you'd spend it all buying all that. Is he still producing income? Like, does he have a factory?
That's a great question. How does Tony Stark bring in his new income?
Yeah, he has new industries and stuff. Like Homecoming is all about that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Military. He's involved very deeply with the military.
Oh, that's right. That's
Sure.
right.
Yeah.
See, that's fascinating.
Hopefully they'll go into his taxes during this one. This is going to be a really fascinating behind-the-scenes Avengers.
He got his
interesting
kids into
stuff.
college.
Yeah.
I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
The world has changed.
Oh, that's Captain America.
None of us can go back.
Is this Captain America's last movie?
I think it's going to be Iron Man's last movie. I think he's the one who dies.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's my prediction.
I'd be so crushed.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
All we can do is our best.
Was that a golden arrow?
That's Golden Arrow.
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Oh, okay. All right.
And my reason that Iron Man should die is that everyone else has become Iron Man in these movies.
Mm-hmm.
They're all just quippy and similar. And
Okay.
so if the main one dies, then new ones can seem more important.
I hate quips.
Yeah, thank
I
God.
hate that they're all funny. Like the Hulk
Right.
doesn't need tags.
Thank God
You know?
that you're here, Mike. I literally just had this conversation during the break. I was like, yeah, I liked the first Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
And then I went back and realized that Marvel was just making Iron Man over and over and over and over again. Because they're all that sort of like, oh, watch out, this superhero has a little attitude.
Snappy banter.
Well, that's why they had to make Spider-Man like 15 because that's the only thing that makes him different than anyone else.
Although he is 15, but he does have a little bit of a chip on his shoulder.
Well, that's why Batman was fun because he was a little different.
Yeah, you mean the Christopher Nolan Batman movies?
Well, just like he
or
was
just in general.
Parents are dead. He's dark. He's brooding. He's
I like
Most of their
that.
parents are dead. You don't see
really?
a lot of heroes with living parents. Yeah.
Oh, all right. It's like comedians.
Tony Stark's parents are dead.
I like the Ben Affleck Batman.
Yeah,
did
Val
Trump.
Kilmer.
How much time do we have? That's the worst.
All right, let's go back. I'm sorry for interrupting. Let's go back and watch this amazing trailer.
The best that we can do is to start over.
Good music.
Yeah. Oh, there's Thor.
Yeah.
I saw all these people die. I keep telling everybody they should move on.
Why is it half black and white, half color?
Yeah, for
Because it's
diversity.
important.
yeah, it's dark, Jim.
Yeah.
It's brooding.
Is that
Serious.
just the trailer?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We don't know. Nobody's seen the movie.
Yeah, they literally stole from Schindler's List, where the only color is red.
Yeah, exactly.
Goodbye,
Throwing Iron Man
Jews.
onto a little cart.
Yeah, because you know what Hitler did and what Thanos did are the same. No.
Some do, but not us.
Even if there's a
What?
Yeah,
Guardians?
when the Guardians
Raccoon.
joined the Marvel heroes
Oh, wow.
for the Avengers of the Galaxy.
This
right?
fucking looks like shit.
There's too many people.
Doesn't this look like every Marvel trailer ever? Like I don't know the difference.
Fuck
Captain
you.
America shaved.
If you told me this is the trailer for the last Avengers movie, I would have believed you. Now, I'm an ignorant fool, but I would have believed you.
And if you told me it was the trailer for the first Avengers movie, I'd be like, yeah, that also makes sense.
Yeah. There's nothing about this trailer that makes me go, oh, I didn't know what to expect, but this movie's going to be great. I mean, isn't this trailer literally, oh, I guess it's what I think it's going to be in my head.
Yeah.
It's what all the other movies have been.
It feels like the Expendables. We just keep putting more people in.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it about this trailer, Rob or Travis, that goes like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
This trailer does exactly what it should do, in my opinion. It doesn't give away anything that's going to happen yet. This is the first full trailer?
No, it's not. No.
This is the second full trailer.
Yeah.
This is the second 2-minute trailer?
What do you mean give away anything that's going to happen? You already know everything that's going to happen.
But it gives me enough excitement to be ready.
But they've already done this. There's
Sure,
no
yes.
Thanos, and it's like if you're building up a fight, which is what these trailers should do, you got to show the other guy too.
But
And
at the
they
same
don't
time,
at
Captain
all.
Marvel did the same thing. You watch those trailers, you don't know anything that happens in that movie.
Were you excited when you watched the Captain Marvel
And
trailer?
then you see
No, not
Captain
really.
Marvel, and nothing happens in that movie.
No, it really the more I think about it, the more I dislike it.
Sam,
as a
in
movie.
wrestling terms, Captain Marvel is basically like the 2-hour vignette, so that you know who she is in this one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
go, like, it's
Captain
one.
Marvel's a lady?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
But
Brie Larson
nothing
plays
about
Captain
that
Marvel.
story is in those trailers.
That's what I mean. Like,
yeah, you're right.
Marvel does so many movies now, and people like Rob and Travis will just buy tickets to any of them and say that was awesome.
Yep.
Especially Rob.
No, not really.
To Travis's credit, especially Rob.
Oh yeah,
Thanks,
I
Sam.
saw both Ant-Mans in theater.
Yeah, like that.
Of course you did.
Did you like Infinity Wars?
Loved it.
But they do just sit there, and they'll spend an entire movie, sometimes 2 entire movies, just setting up for a third. And you're going, what happened to telling a story in a movie?
They also really don't need to sell this movie.
No, they don't. That's why I'm sitting here going, like, there's going to be a big fight with all the superheroes versus Thanos.
Sure.
If they showed clips of all the superheroes fighting Thanos, would people really go like, oh, man, that's a spoiler?
What does he look like?
Thanos?
He looks like Ron
Purple,
Perlman.
he's awesome, yeah.
Is he like a Greek god kind of thing?
He's like a big purple guy who looks like Ron Perlman.
Oh, wow.
He's named after a Greek god, Thanatos, the god of death.
Ah.
That's very fitting.
First appearance, Iron Man 55.
See,
Nice.
that's somebody that actually knows.
There's
Not
Mike.
these Jim Oaks who sit here. I've watched 10 movies.
Yeah, but see, here's the difference. They enjoy them, and I just hurt the whole time. I know too much.
That's the thing. Do you? Because it
punishes you for knowing too much.
Do you love it or do you hate it? It's hard to tell with a comic book nerd guy because they come out, then you destroy it, you pick it apart, you critique, but you love it so much at the same time.
I like some of them, but I also accept that they're not made for me.
They're made for these fools.
Yeah.
Do you like the X-Men?
Those movies are pretty bad. Yeah.
Wow. What about Logan?
Logan was awesome.
Logan was I thought the first hour was great, but the second hour when they went to the budget-saving farm from Looper was pretty bad. And then when he hung out with the kids from Hook, I stopped caring.
Rufio.
But when it was Mad Max Fury Road, it was awesome.
So when you have guys like Travis and Rob,
yeah,
kind of pedestrian.
Stop that, please.
Travis.
Stop.
I don't
lumping
even
me
know
in.
if that's their names or that's just slurs you made up for that. Bunch of Travises and Robs, like in any fucking Marvel movie that comes out.
Kind of pedestrian, not comic book fans, but comic book movie
I
fans.
just want to call them jabronis.
J-Brons, yeah. and they want to sit there, enhancement talent, and they want to sit there and talk to you about like their favorite comic stuff too. Do you go, I can't have a conversation with you.
Yeah, if anyone says Infinity Stone and not Infinity Gem, like we're done. Yeah.
Rob, be honest.
Yeah.
Would you have said Infinity Stone or Gem? But be honest.
Oh, 100% Stone.
You're a movie guy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not saying it's a terrible thing. I'm just trying to make the comparison between.
Infinity Gem is the comic book?
Yeah.
And Stone is the movie.
Yeah, which I think is just forced masculinity. It's dumb. Why not just call them gems? Guys like jewelry too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
The Infinity Gem.
We all have our nerdy
Stone just sounds. I get it. Yeah,
It's hard.
Stone. Yeah.
Right.
Infinity Stone.
It's for the it's for the trailer.
Yeah.
Bring me the Infinity Stone.
I'd like the stem, please. Oh,
Boo.
What about Silver Surfer? Where's he at?
He's in the Fantastic Four.
He's in the Fox universe. He can't come over until the merger.
Yeah. Oh,
Until it's complete.
interesting.
We're halfway there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right.
Did you ever see Thor: Dark World?
It's the worst
Movie
one.
Sucked.
It is the worst one.
Awful.
Is it bad?
Terrible.
How you know the difference?
What about Ragnarok?
Ragnarok was awesome.
Did you see
of course
Iron
it
Man
was.
3?
I mean, I've seen them all. Yeah. Like
you
I
like
said, I will rattle them off if you want me.
Did you
to.
see the original Iron Man?
Oh yeah.
The first
I
Iron
bring
Man.
my action figures to these movies.
You do?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
He could testify
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You bring it. What do you do with them?
And they're on my
Play with
lap,
them.
and
Lord.
if the movie disappoints me, I start playing with them, and I act out the storyline that should be happening on screen.
Fucking awesome.
True story.
Yeah,
So you'll just be watching, and you'll go, "This isn't the way it's supposed to happen."
You're damn
and
right.
it's not enough to just know.
You're damn
You'll start
right.
taking your toys and like.
it's my sports. I wear the shirt of the hero I'm going to see. I love it. Yeah.
Do you remember? Did you ever have? When I was a kid, I had those Mego action figures.
Oh, you're damn right. Yeah.
They're really expensive now. They're
Yeah.
really fucking expensive.
Well, because you got to get them. You got to get them in the package.
box. I love
because
those
they all have
Migos.
fabric clothing. So
Yep.
if you get
Yeah.
them loose, they're all in bad shape, or the clothing is stained, or whatever.
Those Mego was the brand, and they were small. They weren't giant ones, and they were very, very plain. No, not those.
They're like 8 inches, I think, and they all
like
had,
like that one.
It was the same figure, but with a different outfit.
Right.
Yeah, it's
right.
like for special needs kids. They're soft. You can't eat them.
No, they're not soft. They're like hard dolls with cloth.
They're like
clothing.
almost like Barbies, except smaller
Oh, okay.
and more articulation.
I want to buy them.
I got to start. I got to start watching wrestling like that. Like just bring my figures into the living room, and whenever I don't like the way a match is going,
Yeah.
I just put them. I just have the match go in my own
You should
wrestling
do
ring.
that.
Mm-hmm.
You think Jess would like that? Yeah. And I go, Jess, it's okay. Lawrence does it. He's a good guy. We figure we'll both
I mean,
be doing that.
so like me and my wife, like we've had to decide like which ones like we go to together.
Does she like them?
She likes some of them, but like Man of Steel, I was having a panic attack because I hated it so much, and she was like, "You can't do this to yourself."
You didn't like Man of Steel?
It's one of the worst. Yeah.
The only DC movie I saw 2 DC movies. I saw Wonder Woman. I like that one. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
And then I saw the one where Batman and Superman and all of them were together.
Batman versus Superman.
Super
No,
Friends?
no, no.
Justice League.
Justice League. And that was fucking horrible.
You ever see The Dark Knight?
Oh yeah, of course.
The new Aquaman was all right.
Oh, stop it.
He's hot.
Would you just stop?
Jason Momoa?
You just like because he's sexy Aquaman. He's like sexy as hell.
Does he look different than the old blonde-haired Aquaman?
A little bit different.
A little bit different.
Yeah.
He looks like an Uber driver.
Yeah,
he splashes and women squirt. You know, it's
good.
There you go.
It was like the first superhero movie for the MILF crowd, and they loved it. It made over $1 billion.
That's true. What about Mr. Clean?
Yeah.
Let's finish. Jim, we haven't gotten to the end of the Avengers.
Oh, good.
trailer.
I like the big music and nothing interesting happening. Always
just-
love this.
well, you've missed. You haven't been paying attention. The superheroes look concerned.
They're all staring at nothing.
You get nothing out of this trailer.
Nothing.
Hawkeye's got
It's
that
shit.
Christy Mack haircut. No?
That was a beautiful
Hawkeye
silence.
also hasn't had a personality up until this point, so why do I care about him?
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't done anything.
Yep.
And Hawkeye's one of my favorite characters in the comics, but he's fucking bland in this.
Travis, did you enjoy Rob's addition to the show?
You say enjoy like the past tense.
Are you still in the
Are you
process?
still enjoying the magnitude of that bomb?
It was among the greatest bombs of all time.
Do you have that? Can we go back and get that or not yet?
No, in about a week and a half we can.
We can't send Reed to the office to pull it out of something.
Yeah, we can.
Let's do that.
I would like to hear it again.
I would love to hear that again.
Yeah. I would love.
That was a swing and a powerful miss.
And let me tell you, he swung all the way around. There was
back to
so
his
much
hands.
enthusiasm. And because there's a bunch of us in the studio, he was really trying to figure out where he could weave his way in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was like, I'm going to take this is my spot.
Yep.
All right, let's watch it.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
They're all looking at something.
They're getting ready to fight Thanos.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
I like that. Her power is I have a gun.
Now, how amazing would it be if they all fight Thanos and then she just shoots him once and he dies?
Shoots him right in the head.
What is she working on?
I know, exactly.
Yeah, Thanos, I would imagine, is bulletproof.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I would. Yeah, if he could just turn people to dust with his hand, I would think he's bulletproof.
Thor has a hammer. She's a little Luger.
She just shoots him in the kneecap, and he's like, "God damn it!"
Yeah. It's IRA shit.
Is it a magic gun? Because Thor's has a magic hammer, and Silver Surfer has a magic surfboard. No, it's just a regular
gun.
Regular gun.
Yeah.
I just figured it'd do some damage.
Whatever it takes.
I know I can make it through.
Oh, this looks fucking so stupid.
This is good.
What shit?
This is good. The Avengers are all getting
Whatever
into their
it takes.
spacesuits.
So hacky.
Avengers Endgame.
I know it looks like a military commercial for another country.
Yeah.
You know, like Bulgaria, join the elite.
So, Rob, explain to me what part of that trailer has you going like, oh man, obviously this is going to be an awesome movie, not the same thing I've seen 150 times.
Well, I mean,
Is
it's
it the
really not the
spacesuits?
trailer that gets me. I'm not actually a big fan of watching trailers because I don't like spoilers or anything
There's
like
no,
that.
you already know what's going to happen in this movie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
They could show you the last 5 minutes and still wouldn't spoil anything.
true.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Most likely,
saw
but-
that come. Thanos dies.
all right.
Is this the end?
Spoiler
Is this
alert.
the end of the Avengers?
Well, this is probably
Hopefully.
the end of Thanos.
Spoiler: we'll
And
all die
probably-
alone, and movies won't make us happy.
Yeah, imagine if Iron Man just got cancer and that's how he died. It was a slow death over 4 movies.
That's how Captain Marvel died in the original series.
Did she?
The lady?
There was a dude first.
Oh,
I
in
thought
the
so.
comics, and he just like lies on a bed, and everyone visits him, and he dies of cancer.
wow.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I can't wait till that enters into the Marvel
Oh,
universe.
I can't either.
Yeah.
The one battle he couldn't beat.
HIV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do they figure out how to kill like Thanos, who can just turn people to dust with his hand because he's got the gemstones, and they can't.
God bless you.
They can't figure out how to
I
cure
appreciate
cancer.
the compromise.
They can't figure out how to cure cancer. You'd think they'd have a stone for cancer, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, wouldn't that make sense?
Avengers and the Cancer Stone.
Couldn't he turn cancer into dust? No, no.
Good point.
Oh, there's 30 seconds left. I'm sorry, Rob. There's about 20 seconds
I
left.
imagine
and
it'd be a quip at the end.
I didn't.
Yes, yeah.
That's my guess.
Come on, quip.
I was being judged. Oh shit! It's Captain Marvel.
It's Captain Marvel. By God, it's Captain Marvel.
I like this one.
Quit. I like this one.
Wait a minute. That
You're
was
telling me
harassment.
Captain Marvel's going to be in this? I thought you said no spoilers.
Now, how was that different than The Rock holding up Roman Reigns' hand in the Royal Rumble 2015? That's literally what that is. It's like, you guys should like her now.
Yeah, I hope that it gets the same reaction.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine, but it's like, that wasn't even a joke. That was literally just like,
No, it
you
was.
saw her movie, right? You
It
saw her
was.
movie?
It was Thor saying, "Hey guys, you like me, right? Here's
Yeah.
Captain Marvel, same team.
Captain
Huh?
Marvel. Why is
Huh?
she in this?
What do you mean? Why is Captain?
Captain
Because Nick
Marvel.
Fury pages her right before.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
He pages her. He's got
It's
a
the Marvel
pager.
universe.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel just explains how he got the pager. That's the movie.
Right. That
Like,
that
who
I
did he
watched.
call at the end of Infinity War?
Yeah, it really was.
Here's $15. Find out.
Wait, it's a she or a he now?
Captain
Larson.
Marvel is a she.
You
in
saw
the
her.
Movies.
No,
Yes,
I know,
that's
but he
her.
just said he.
Well, he's talking about the comics.
Fury.
I think.
Oh,
original.
Nick Fury.
Oh, Nick
Yeah,
Fury.
where was Samuel L?
He's in
He's
there.
in dust.
No, he
turned to dust.
just turned to
He
dust.
turned to dust.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
He's not dead. They're coming
He
back.
turned to dust in the
Well, they
end
already
credit
released
scene.
the trailer for the next Spider-Man, and Spider-Man's alive, so
They did.
there's no tension or suspense at
Well,
all.
of course, when they turn them to dust, it's not even like real deaths. Like, we know after that movie that the whole purpose of the third movie is they kill Thanos and figure out the cure to dust. Like,
Cure to dust.
Yeah, they're going to find the cure to dust, and then they're going to get to come
Swiffer.
back.
Why isn't it Avengers? The cure to
The
dust?
cure to dust. Like, that's why I find these things annoying, because we go like, oh, I hope there's no spoilers.
The cure to
We
dust
already know
sounds like
what's
a
gonna
Nine Inch
happen.
Nails album.
Right. She's gone from suck to blow.
And that's why in the last Avengers movie, I wasn't sitting there going like, oh my God, they killed all these superheroes, because they killed so many
Yeah,
and made it so clear that the story wasn't done being told
yeah.
that I was like, these superheroes aren't going to stay dead. This is stupid. Why are we watching this?
Yeah.
They're just coming back anyway. It's like a career-ending match
Yeah.
when you know they're going to be on TV
Ric
tomorrow
Flair's
night.
not retiring.
Come on. I mean, that doesn't... Do you know what I'm saying, Rob?
Yeah, I get it. I just love them. I like watching.
Okay,
Why?
so-
I'm a fan of the movies. What's like? I'll admit if they're bad. If I think they're bad, I thought the first two Thors were awful. First Captain America was bad, but I like watching them.
Do you yell out funny remarks in the theater?
Like quips?
Yeah, once in a while.
Well, like what? Like what would it sound like? Like Travis, do you have any audio of what it might sound like if?
Of a funny remark from Rob?
Yeah, if Rob were in the middle of a room full of people and he wanted to yell out one of his funny jokes.
They're all staring at nothing.
You get nothing out of this trailer.
Nothing.
Hawkeye's got that Christy Mack haircut.
You know, part of it that's weird to me. is
Hold on, no, wait, we play it again. We playing his bomb.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, let the silence.
Let the silence
You have to
sit.
appreciate the silence.
So I guess we'll play it again.
Yeah, I think so.
I might as
yeah.
well.
They're all staring at nothing.
You get nothing out of this trailer.
Nothing.
Hawkeye's got that
Shit.
Christy Mack haircut. No.
Oh my God.
That was a horrible bomb.
Fuck off!
Stupid fucking cunt.
What a bomb.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
What a bomb.
Good times.
Maybe you guys just didn't hear it right.
You want to do it one more time?
One more time. Let's give it one more listen.
They're all staring at nothing.
You get nothing out of this trailer.
Nothing.
Hawkeye's got that
Shit.
Christy Mack haircut. No.
Oh
my God!
Because you could almost hear his head poke up in the
Right.
You know, because Hawkeye's got that. Does she? Right? What the fuck that thing is?
That's stupid, guys!
But it's not that different from a lot of the quips in the movie. Like, just imagine if Captain America just went, no.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Travis, do you think we're being unfair to the trailer? I know we're not being unfair to Rob.
Oh, yeah, okay.
do you, I mean, Rob, you can't even say we're being unfair. Okay.
No.
Do you think we're being unfair to the trailer?
Well, yeah, but you're not a fan of the movies, so
No, I'm not. But what are we missing?
I just think you're missing just being a fan and being excited for the movie.
Okay, where's Reed? Reed always is Reed in there?
Reed's got a take.
Okay, Reed's always got a take. I get from Rob and Travis. Well, you guys just don't like the movie because you don't like it. Well, okay, fine.
But I mean,
you like the movie because you like
What
it.
am I going to try to convince you to like something that you don't like? You don't like it.
I want to hear. What
They
Reed
treat
has.
you like you're like Apple Jacks doesn't even taste like apples.
We eat what we like.
So what is a good one? What's a one? Because all it is trash
Infinity
talk.
War.
Infinity War.
I say Infinity War. I say Guardians. I say the first Iron Man.
First
is
Iron Man is
fantastic.
good.
Okay.
Black Panther's great. Ragnarok's great.
Yeah,
All right,
those
all
six are probably the best.
Black Panther.
The first Avengers is amazing.
Civil War is great.
Civil War was
Captain
actually
America.
Civil War was shitty because of what they did with Zemo, but you know,
Clearly.
Zemo.
And the slaves.
yeah.
Yeah, Black Panther was good, and Iron
Yeah.
Man was good. Those are the ones that I liked. I think.
Are you a comic book fan, Reed?
Yeah, you're not gonna.
Wait, a comic book fan or a movie fan?
Movie fan.
Okay,
Not
you jabroni. Don't be coming in here when Mike Lawrence is here and calling yourself
Now,
a comic book fan.
what does Thanos get in Infinity War?
What does he get?
Yes, what does he collect? 6.
Are you quizzing me?
Yeah.
What is it? I mean, that's the easiest. Even
The
I know.
Infinity Stones. I was the one who told
So he's a
Travis
movie guy.
Movie
Stones.
guy,
He
yeah,
admitted the movie.
Stones. You're not a comic book
No,
guy.
I know. I know.
Stones.
I was the one who told Travis.
Jimmy's got to get all 6 Infinity Stones.
one of us.
You don't want a gauntlet?
He's got to get the Infinity Stones.
What are they? Forever rocks? Fuck him. Stupid nonsense.
See, they're all
That
separated.
feels like a new promotion from Zales. Forever Rocks.
Yeah.
When you really don't love her.
The reason that Captain Strange has a magic cape.
Doctor Strange.
I'm sorry, that sounded probably stupid. The
But
reason-
he's got a degree.
Yeah, Doctor Strange. Some fluid on my
He's
cape.
a surgeon.
The reason Doctor Strange has a magic cape is because he's got one of the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
Gems.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
the Infinity,
In
the
the
stones, the
hospice.
gemstones.
The time.
It's so
Stone.
hard being somewhere where you're not loved or respected.
Tell me about it. I'm going home next week.
Reed, what are we missing here? I know I got to be missing something.
Yeah.
I love this. I mean, I love the.
But what are we missing? Because you
What are
obviously
we missing?
don't.
What
as
you're
a
missing
show.
about the beauty about all of these Marvel movies. I mean, yes, there's good and there's bad movies, but the fact is they've done something I don't think anyone ever has done, and that's take about 10 movies and I think effectively interwoven them to create this giant type of cinematic universe or experience where people, which I don't think has ever existed before. So whether you like it or not,
Someone hasn't seen Police Academy 6.
Yeah.
or
There
the
are
first
10
5.
Star Wars movies.
Yeah, what about Star Wars?
And I think Star Wars is the closest to that, but even to that extent, Marvel's done it in the time period from 2008 to now. Star Wars had like the 70s.
Yeah, but you can't get credit for just. I mean, that's quantity, not quality.
But I think it's really impressive because they've consistently made money. If
so.
the
You like
product was-
Marvel movies because they made a bunch of them.
I think they made a bunch of them that ended up being good because it's not before Marvel. Marvel almost went bankrupt in the 90s. They had to sell all the rights, which is why they don't have. They just got the
Oh,
X-Men and stuff
I didn't
like
know
that. It's not like superhero movies are just automatic hits. I think Marvel has done something really special in terms of casting and character development because I mean, Spider-Man was good in the early 2000s, but
Yeah,
besides
but you're not
that,
explaining to me why you would actually get excited that one of these movies was getting released.
I think what the real secret is that they don't make offensively bad stuff. Like they don't make stuff that you remember with anger. Like
It's not
their
Batman
bad
versus
movies
Superman.
are forgettable. Like Thor to the Dark World sucks.
Why was that bad?
It's bad because nothing happens. The villain doesn't matter. I'm a big villain guy. Like I
Yeah.
want to see like a good fight.
Harvey
with-
Weinstein. Cosby.
How about the Green Gobbler? Was he good in the first one?
He was scary.
Willem Dafoe?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's in it for like 10 minutes. I mean, that's part about Infinity War was great was that you got to see it from his perspective. And I don't think that Thanos is going to be in Endgame more than 12 minutes.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
that he's going to get defeated in a way that minimizes how cool he was in the first one.
So we got to watch superheroes in spacesuits instead. We don't even get to see them in their uniforms.
Make it pensively looking around, those
Huh.
assholes.
What are we going to do? All our friends are dust. Oh, luckily the good doctors figured out a cure to dust. All we need is the infinity gems. Oh, let's go get them.
How amazing would it be if this entire movie was just about how much better the world would be if half the population was gone?
It's all been a globalist ploy.
I was able to get a table at Peter Luger. It's so easy.
Thanks to the genocide.
I don't understand people who achieve that level of success, have that kind of money, really have that much to lose. No matter, I'm sure he walks around thinking like he's got nothing to lose. He's got everything to lose. And they still do this dumb shit.
Yep.
I mean, I think if I had that kind of money for something, I try to just stay home as much as possible. Just not do anything.
Yeah, protect the moolah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's business talk.
Yeah,
I don't want to go over people's heads. Sound like a college kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, these guys, like that clip of Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, losing his mind.
Can we see that clip? 'Cause I didn't watch the clip. I read it. I didn't see it.
Oh my God, reading it is going to do it no justice.
Okay.
Because you can see in his face, James Dolan owns
owner
the
of the
Knicks.
Knicks. Yeah, what a baby.
And he's walking out of the arena the other night, and of course the Knicks are a terrible basketball team, but he's walking out of the arena the other night, and this fan shouts down at him, "Sell the Knicks," and he completely he gets so butthurt, so quickly. Wait till you hear what he says, and it's legit. You look at him.
Your thin-skinned is exactly. He's a baby.
He comes across like a thin-skinned wiener in this clip.
Yeah.
Just a real wiener, a wealthy, rich wiener
With his fucking band.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still a cool guy. No, I like to play music on the side. Look, he's walking around with all these chicks.
Yeah,
he's got
hot girls.
a harem of chicks, an R. Kelly harem of chicks just walking with him, just so people know.
Yeah.
That's insecure millionaires.
Hey, whoa.
Befuddle me.
Yeah.
They befuddle me. You would think that at some point you own the Knicks.
Well, who knows what those women are? They look young. They might be his daughters or his nieces.
I hope they are. Because if he has to just walk around with hot chicks so people know that he's cool, it's like, dude, how much do you have to do? I guess that feeling never goes away. That feeling of I want people to think I'm cool never goes away.
Yeah, but maybe he's fucking one of them and those are the friends.
Yeah, that's true.
But but he's parading them around on purpose. Like he wants people to see.
But they might be his kid. I don't know.
I hope that they're
really young.
I hope they're his family.
They look really young.
I hope he's fucking them.
I know you do, Troy. I mean, you'd be that guy. If you fell into money, you'd be like, let me walk around with hot chicks so people know.
I'd be fucking one of them and say, round up your friends. Let's go.
Yeah, but you would.
What if they wanted to force him?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
But you wouldn't have to walk into your arena, your basket. He's at work. Like it'd be like you walking into the radio show.
How great would that be? I'd love to bring in 3 girls.
Yeah, Jim wouldn't care.
And they just sit here.
Sit those whores on the couch.
Right.
Yuck it up.
And I go, Jim, why you got 3 hot chicks with you?
And they would laugh and clap at everything I said.
Right.
Find me amusing.
And I go, Jim, you're making all this money. You're successful. Do you really have to have chicks applauding for you everywhere you go, so that people think you're cool?
I don't make them clap. They just do.
Clap.
They would just do it.
Yeah. I don't know how to hog tie.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know. I've always felt like when you cheat, being understated and successful is a cool move.
Yeah.
You know?
It's also showing off your wealth.
I mean, I'm all about that. You know, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But I can tell by the way you dress.
This is about as wealthy as I get.
Let me. I want to hear James
open flannel and a t-shirt is about my economic status right now. I'm working on showing off my wealth.
Yeah, look, I show mine off.
See, Jim is understated. Jim is sitting on piles of cash, but he walks in
and fists.
And that's what it is. Yeah, he's spending it all on fists. But here he is. He's walking with the hot chicks so that everybody knows how cool he is. His basketball team is losing
terribly,
horribly, but not badly enough. Like that, it's frustrating Knicks fans,
right?
Because they're going, if we're going to lose this badly. I was doing the only reason I know this. I don't know anything about sports. The only reason I know this because I was doing Andrew Schultz's podcast last night, and they were talking about it, and they were saying that the top 3 worst NBA teams right now are all kind of equaled. So Knicks fans are double pissed because not only does the team suck, but they don't suck enough to guarantee that first draft
They
pick
want the
next
draft pick,
season.
yep.
Yeah.
Sell the team! Anything I should sell the team? You want to not come to any more games? Why? Yeah. That's rude. It's an opinion. No, it's not an opinion. And you know what? Enjoy watching them on TV.
Him, block. Bring him, him, hold him for Kevin. Hold him for Kevin. Hold him for Kevin.
See, and it was
fucking dick.
At first, you think he's joking around, but then he actually gets the security people.
That guy.
That guy right there.
That guy.
You think I should sell the team, do you? Well, guess what? You can't come to any more games.
If the guy said, scream curses out of him, whatever, sell the team.
Attacked his family.
Your team is losing that badly, and a fan says sell the team, and that's what it takes you? What a dick.
At least he's good at comebacks.
You think I should sell the team?
That's an opinion. That's not an opinion.
Yeah. I'm going to
It's like
side
Marion.
with the...
Not an opinion. Yeah, no, it's yours.
You're an opinion.
You're an opinion. Yeah, I'm going to side with the guy in the audience here. I think it actually is an opinion.
Oh, is it?
I think what the man in the audience is trying to express is, I think that you should sell the team.
And then they throw the guy out. What fucking
And ban him.
assholes.
They said he couldn't go to any more games.
I wonder if that will get overturned.
It's got to. I mean,
what a fucking dick.
I'm assuming that James Dolan didn't realize that this would end up on TMZ and the video would go everywhere. He didn't even look like he knows he's being videoed. But what's he going to do when he walks into Madison Square Garden and the fans start chanting, sell the team.
Yeah.
Sell the
I hope
You're all banned. All of you go
I hope
home.
that everyone fucking screams that at him. This fucking dick.
If you're going to a Knicks game and you see what the owner of your team is doing, you should absolutely be taking every single chance you can to yell, sell the team at him.
All they'll be
Everybody.
doing is yelling it behind him
Everybody.
when no one's looking. What a stupid ass. Did he handle that wrong?
But it's that he's insecure. Being a millionaire, sometimes they can't buy good decision
You
making.
own the Knicks. They stink. The fans are going to get on you. That's part of owning the New York Knicks. Stupid.
Yeah, like when you own a team that is bringing arenas full of people, or maybe not a full arena full, but you're looking at all these people that have bought tickets to this game, and they're all buying tickets to see this shitty team that you own.
Yeah,
These
the
are-
guy, because you're rude. You're rude.
Yeah, it's a what? That's the least rude thing that you could yell at a New York sports game.
And a New York guy just yelled, sell the team. He didn't yell, fuck you. He didn't
No.
yell, you suck.
He didn't even say suck. Hey, sell the team. It's just this momentary thing where you're like, oh my God, that's the owner. Wouldn't it be funny if, hey, sell the team?
Can we see that again? Yeah, that's really irritating.
You're looking around. You're like, my team sold all these tickets. That guy who's yelling at me, I get his money.
Yeah.
You should sit there. That's enough. He bought a ticket that I'm getting money for to tell me to sell the team. Good. Enjoy yelling at me. Keep buying tickets.
He's probably showing off for these people who he's walking with.
The chicks?
Yeah, or those whoever they are.
Hey,
Throw
you
them
know,
out.
you know what kind of power I have? Yeah, we know what kind of power you have. We got it. You're the owner of the team. You don't have to exercise your power on some guy. You're coming off like is it just me or does he come across like a wiener?
A bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of a weenie.
Sell the team! Don't you think I should sell the team?
Don't you think so, Al?
You want to not come to any more games? Why? That's rude.
Could you pause for a second?
That's rude.
Because you want to not come to any more games? The guy's like, why? You could see in the moment that James Dolan, he's like, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I
That's
think,
rude.
I think in that moment, he doesn't quite know what he's doing. Like,
But I don't wanna.
I don't want to, because I don't want to sell the team. Like, this isn't a business meeting. We're not sitting here at a conference table where I'm not actually pitching you on selling the team and insulting you. I'm a guy who lives in a fucking apartment.
Yeah, who's been watching your dog shit team all year.
Yeah. It's some douchebag who lives in Staten Island, who's got a jersey on his wall.
A wife and kids
Yeah.
and he's fucking taking time away from to come watch your shit team.
He comes to escape. He's got one escape in life. He's got his job. He's got to deal with his awful wife, his dumb kid. He's got one escape in life. It's the New York Knickerbockers. And unfortunately, when he finally gets to go to a game, they lose again.
Again. And your team. And by the way, boy, this will not take being heckled. One guy heckles you. I mean, I admire. Here's what I admire.
A guy.
If I could have people banned from comedy clubs forever for talking, in a second I would do it.
Yeah, but you know what? That's them ruining your show. Right? That's them ruining your show. If somebody's interrupting your show to talk, like comedy's not the same as sports.
Let's address Dave in Cleveland. It's a fair question.
Oh, yep. Dave has figured out the.
I love the show. I just want to know, Jim, don't you ban people on Twitter when they insult you?
I know. I never ban. I don't ban people. Hold on. I'll tell you.
Block them.
I haven't blocked anybody in a long time because I'm really not on that much.
You shadow ban though. You know
Yes,
Jack from
that's
Twitter,
right.
and
Jack
you
and I have
you have
worked
him
it
shadow
out.
ban people.
And honestly, dude, for someone to be, there's been times where I've been thin-skinned, yeah, and I've even said that. But I think someone has to be like a particular cunt to me for me to actually block them.
But
I'll
that-
mute somebody before I'll block them.
Blocking people on Twitter would be the equivalent of James Dolan going like, well, going forward, I'm not going to listen to you.
Yeah.
This would be like if somebody was tweeting you.
And then I kicked them off Twitter.
You kicked them off Twitter entirely.
I
You
don't
can't
kick
be
people
here
off
anymore.
Twitter, David.
Well, they can still watch the games on TV.
You know,
I'm sure they got at every entrance of the arena, so they can't get in.
They do. They actually probably will have a face picture. When they ban you, it's kind of hard for you to get. And plus, the guy might be a season ticket holder. So if he tells them to find out where this guy sits, if he's a season ticket holder, they can fuck him. If he's just a random guy coming, he'll be able to come back to a Knick game next week.
Hey, David, you want to listen from home and not call the show anymore? Travis, do we have the number?
Yeah.
Do we have the number? Okay, enjoy.
Hold David. Please, please don't.
Hold him. Hold David.
But yeah, you have to be kind of a dick for me to block you. But yeah, it's a fair point. But I don't ban you from Twitter. I don't threaten to kick people off Twitter.
You did block me at one time, Jim, though.
Well, then why don't you just say that when you call?
This is a personal vendetta.
What did you say that I blocked you? Tell me the truth.
This was back in the day. You guys were making fun of some kid, and I said the kid looked like you, and you blocked me.
That's probably me being hypersensitive. Why would I block you for saying that?
It is weird on Twitter sometimes that you don't put into context that everybody is just like, oh, I was listening to the show. We were all having fun. You go home. You're out of the context of the show. Somebody makes a joke about you, and you go, well, fuck you. You know?
Plus, is it really that big of a deal when you have a public profile? You can just still read Jim's tweets, just not logged in.
Oh, you want to read the tweet without logging in? You want to not be able to read it logged in anymore?
Hey, if you give them,
I can read a tweet.
Not that you care, but if you want me to unblock you, just give them your Twitter off the off air, and I'll unblock you. I have to put it back on my
You
phone.
actually did block me. I reached out to you, and you unblocked me, so we're all good.
Oh, I did. Okay, see, I was reasonable about it. That's it. Maybe James Dolan will be reasonable. Men of power, like
Yeah.
James and myself,
Yeah.
tend to be reasonable.
The empires that you guys maintain.
That's right.
I love the same job in Cleveland on Sunday.
Thank you very
David.
much.
Thanks
Dave.
a lot, man.
By the way, real
Bye,
quick, Cleveland is a great fucking city.
Oh, they're going to say sex act.
Not the steamer. The people of
Little
Cleveland.
chest punishment.
The people of Cleveland are amazing. I everywhere I was going in Cleveland, I mean, not every single thing in Cleveland is great, but the people in Cleveland are great. I felt like everywhere that I was going, I was finding people who listened to the radio show. You know, I went over to the mall, went to like the movie theater, I went to some restaurant across the street from the hotel, in the arena, everywhere that I was going. People in Cleveland love this radio show. And,
Good. Yeah,
I
Cleveland has been
appreciated
very
all the nice words from everybody. Let's go to Matt in North Jersey. What's up, Matt?
What's up, gentlemen?
Hey, Matt.
So I just want to talk about, I don't know, I'm on delay here on the app, but what a piece of shit James Dolan is. He owns Cablevision. I'm pretty sure he owns Madison Square Garden, the Rangers, and the Knicks.
Oh, do you like your cable? How about what if you don't get to watch on cable anymore either? I can do that.
Does he own the garden? I don't know. Maybe he does. I don't
I'm
know.
pretty
This is
sure
my
he
house.
owns a stake in the garden. I myself have his stupid fucking Optimum bullshit, paying $250 a month for the bullshit service that I
Fuck
really only
Fios.
fucking
Fuck
use
it.
for.
He's the executive chairman and CEO of the Madison Square Garden Company.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. He's a piece of shit. I'm a fucking Knicks fan. I'm 31 years old. He's been a fucking detriment to my childhood.
Yeah.
He's brought nothing. I mean, he brought the Rangers a fucking cup, but who gives a fuck about hockey?
But
And,
now you're sitting here at
not all-
31. You're not a kid anymore. You're an adult. You need an escape from this nonsense life. It's too much. You need to have your escape. You want to turn on your childhood team. And you're going, how can they still fucking suck? It's been so many years. How can they still suck, this band?
Yeah.
Yep.
This guy's a fucking businessman, doesn't give a fuck about the city, doesn't give a fuck about winning. They sell out no matter what because these fucking idiots buy tickets to the
Hey,
next game.
I only buy if they're winning. That's how it is. If you want to go see your team, make sure they're winning.
That's called being a
no, it's not
bandwagon.
No, it's not.
jumper.
Spend your money wisely.
No.
But you don't even watch at home if they're losing.
You go
You
you
stopped
go,
watching the
you go
Cowboys.
try to see how much it is to to go see a fucking Knick game, even when they suck.
Yeah, you give me a shit product. I'm not going to fucking pay for it.
Hey, cancel Matt's cable.
You can't even get a cheap StubHub ticket for a fucking game.
Oh, I don't care, do I? Cancel Matt's cable. I don't want him watching anything on cable
How
anymore.
much? How much is a Knicks ticket? Like, how much is one ticket?
Thank you very much,
I think
Matt.
you can sit.
Oh no, go ahead.
I think you can sit in the 200s for like just under $100.
No way.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's way too expensive.
And let's go to
Thank you,
Leonard
bud.
in Georgia. Has some important questions.
Leonard.
Hey, how are y'all doing this morning?
Hello,
Jimmy,
buddy. Yes, sir.
Big fan. I'm
Thank
going
you.
to come and see you one day at your comedy shows. And I'm a comedy show virgin. I want to know the proper etiquette. When I get there, do I holler, I love you, Jimmy?
Yes.
Or is that messing your flow up?
That's a fair question.
This is a serious question. I want to know, where do you draw the line between, say, heckling and actual, I'm your biggest fan. You do your thing.
Jim likes it when you wait till the middle of the show and you yell out, "Win one for the chippa."
That's actually
Yeah.
that's incorrect.
Oh, okay.
Now I would say that's a fair point that you make. A very fair point.
Yeah.
No, you get like I'm going to be in Orlando Friday and Saturday at the Improvisation, Leonard. As you can drive down from Georgia, that would be a show of respect. What you are to do is to applaud loudly, and when you're going to yell Jim Norton things, you do it while the other comedians are on stage. You demand my presence while the other comedians are on. Once I, as we like to say, take the stage, you laugh and applaud all the way through the show, yelling nothing.
Mm-hmm.
At the very end, you stand up and demand an encore after I leave.
And will he get one?
No.
No.
No. I'll be in the dressing room fucking tweedling my nipples, trying to get my fucking face fuck a waitress. All right, thank you, Leonard.
That's great. So you like it when guys like Leonard, when your opener goes on and people are shouting, "We came to see Jim Norton."
It should literally be a chant that drowns out the opener.
I see. That's good. That's really, really good.
Do you want to hear the douchiest thing of James Dolan?
What?
Cancel
Reed-
Travis's cable,
that Reed
too.
just told me about?
What?
He has a band.
I know, I said that.
Did you say that he booked himself to open for the Eagles at Madison Square Garden in 2014?
Jim, you did not say that. Reed, is that true?
Yeah, it's true. There's articles about it.
JD in the straight shot.
He booked himself.
No, he didn't.
To open for the Eagles.
I don't believe that.
At Madison Square
I
Garden.
don't believe you.
Well, you are going to be eating crow.
Fucking crows.
Get it there.
That is so
Can we see a little?
douchey.
Isn't it?
Let's go with
He
the hat.
booked himself to open for the Eagles just because?
You know who I think would be good?
Us.
I mean, it's even like...
I bet you the Eagles needed the date. Hey, we're on the tour. And he goes, well, I got my band booked. Like, all right, you can do it.
Yeah, James, your band is not booked for Madison Square Garden. Yeah, they are. They already were. You want to hear a little
This is
JD in the
Los
straight
Angeles,
shot?
But he's with the Eagles here.
Okay.
Midnight Run.
He appeared with the Eagles at the Los Angeles Forum.
Here we go. Let me go back then.
Wow, maybe they're actually friends.
You can play that one. I mean, it's all going to sound the same.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we wrote the movie. We wrote the song. We sent it into the movie producers.
He's got an electric stage presence.
Yeah.
Don't you find that?
Mm.
You're not glued to his every word. Oh, I hope he does more talking.
Mm.
Hey, we like your song. We're going to use it in the movie. And we're like, yeah, we're going to run right down to the studio and touch you with track and we'll get it off you right away. And they're like, oh, no.
This is the Forum?
Yeah.
He also owns this.
That would explain it.
He does.
He owns the forum as well. Here's what I love about this guy.
Wow.
This is how you know he's just a jerk who wasn't able to make it happen. You can make as many. He's one of the great successes in business. You know, he's owning Madison Square Garden and the LA Forum and sports teams. I mean, he's a millionaire upon millionaire upon millionaire.
I'm sure he's a billionaire. You don't own the Garden and be a millionaire.
He's a billionaire. He's got all the money in the world, and all he wants to do is be a rock star. And you can't buy your way into being cool. He's a fucking dork.
He's not telling a good story on stage.
It's a terrible story. He's got a negative stage presence. It's the antithesis of stage
Let's
presence.
hear the story. The story was not that great.
You did not like the story?
Not 100%.
Okay.
This is sung by Willie Nelson. And so we will have Willie Nelson sing a song, if that's okay. And we said, we love Willie Nelson. And it's
Just rambling about Willie Nelson. Who cares? Can you imagine? You're there to see the Eagles. James Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, his band opens. So you're already like, what? Why would I want to see this band open for the Eagles? And then they get out there and they don't even play? James Dolan starts telling a Willie Nelson story?
He's talking a lot. He's talking a lot.
Let me ask you something.
Okay.
The Eagles, one of the biggest bands.
Do you ever hear Hotel California?
No. I'm not an Eagles fan, though.
There's plenty of rooms.
Okay.
How about Life for the Fast Lane?
That's not what the song is called.
Stupid.
Not the song, man.
Do openers for the Eagles, do they usually tend to sell like at or around 113 copies of their record?
Didn't want it to.
No,
Can you believe he was here yesterday? Can you believe the man who said didn't want it to was here? Didn't want it to.
I would say that if you open for the Eagles, yeah, you're selling at least 10,000 CDs.
No, they didn't.
113,000 CDs?
Mhm.
That's 113,000.
No.
No, I don't believe
113.
Only 113? Wow.
Let's hear a little bit because the story is good.
You like the story.
It's growing on
So
me.
it actually has...
It's growing on me.
It's clicked in with you.
Clicked in. It's growing.
Okay.
But tonight, you get to hear the song from the folks who wrote the song. That's us. It's called Midnight Run. Joe.
Oh my God. Did you hit pause? No applause. Did you hear that reaction? Tonight you get to hear this song. That was the moment that everybody's like, yeah, we get to hear this song.
A girl went woo.
One girl. He's at the... That's an arena he's in.
Yes, a girl went woo.
No. In an arena, you could fit way more than one person.
Let me just hear the last second of that before they play.
You'd like to hear what the sounds
You
were.
like that? That's good. I want to hear the girl go woo.
But tonight, you get to hear the song from the folks who wrote the song. That's us. It's called Midnight Run. Joe.
Nobody reacted. Nobody reacted. Oh no.
How's going for camera work?
I don't think the flaw here is the camera work.
No, it's just the insult to injury.
Jim, he's not a good singer.
Well, the acoustics are not good. I would say the acoustics, because you're listening from...
The voice is not good, Jim.
I have to hear another version. Let's hear something else.
Do we have an album cut? Maybe live isn't where...
Here, let's. We're gonna go on Spotify, see some numbers.
JD and the Straight Shot. Maybe live isn't there...
Yeah, well, plus it was a bit of a... you could hear the echoes.
Not good numbers.
The Great Divide is not bad.
46,000?
Okay.
But you know what?
Huh.
When you're rich, you can probably buy some streams.
Doctor those numbers a little bit.
Yeah, that's the thing about these online numbers.
I mean, if you're opening for the Eagles, people are going to naturally just go check you out to see what you sound like. So,
Sure.
Yeah, but you don't want the 46,000 number one to 15,000 number two. That drop off is not good.
all right. So,
Well, 68,000, number 3.
And then number 4 is 6,000.
Yeah, I mean, this,
The inconsistencies are a little
Jessica
suspicious.
has less than 1,000, but
And it's
okay.
number 7.
A lot of mine are terrible, too.